Ranger's been great.
Yeah, I agree. I was actually surprised to see Nola's fastball up to 94.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well,
he had 2 months off.
Yeah, that's true.
Justin, do you know what Around the Horn is?
I sure do.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, Greg Jeffries.
Oh, Mookie Wilson.
Mike Piazza.
There you go. How about Dwight Gooden?
Darryl Strawberry.
Jason Vargas.
Gary Carter.
Howard Johnson.
All right, you got me.
Ooh, wow. You're done?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know a lot of modern Mets.
Oh, man. Yeah, because I'm going all old school. David Cone.
Keith Miller.
Ooh, Keith Hernandez.
Kevin McReynolds.
Ooh, what's my shortstop?
Rafael Santana.
No, I was 07, 08, 09. I can't believe I don't know. That sucks.
Bobby Ojeda.
Bobby Bonilla.
Jesse Orozco.
Oh, Jesse Orozco. Let's go Kevin Mitchell.
Brett Saberhagen.
Brett Saberhagen, yeah.
Yes, he was.
How about that one?
Yeah.
We said Piazza. Did you say Gary Carter?
I did.
Oh,
there's another good catcher in there.
who am I thinking of? I don't know.
Mackie Sasser.
You
You remember him? Murph is up next with Phillies on Deck. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Remember, deodorant is the thief of joy.
When the sun's sizzling, reach for the refresh that hits different. I'm talking Surfside iced tea and vodka. Real brew tea, real vodka, no bubbles, no troubles. Surfside, made with summer in mind. Remember, it's not a seltzer, it's a Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Kia of CherryHill.com is home to the best Kia inventory in the Philadelphia area. Kia of CherryHill.com is a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, which come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Selling your car? We want it. And we'll pay top dollar at Kia of CherryHill.com. Bad credit? No problem. Our goal is 100% credit approval.
Just minutes from all bridges or online 24/7, but only at Kia of CherryHill.com.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Down to 62 overnight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 80.
Weather brought to you by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
The Phillies radio network is on the air.
The Phillies close out the National League East. They are the champions.
It's time for Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies on Deck has all you need to get ready for today's game, matchups, interviews, and Scott Fransky's conversation with Phillies manager Rob Thompson. Now, it's time for Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Here's Greg Murphy.
And the pitch. Swing and a bouncer towards short. Big hop. Turner's got it. Long throw. It's in time. And Kerkering holds on for the save, and the Phillies get a series win over the Nationals. And they're headed to New York for their showdown with the Mets with a commanding division lead after a 3-2 win over the Nats.
Yeah, Phillies win over the Nats in South Philadelphia yesterday set the stage for a series we've all circled for quite some time. The Phillies arriving here in the Big Apple in control of the National League East, but Citi Field has not been kind to them of late. They'll look to turn the tables around tonight. Phillies and Mets, game one, and your first pitch is about 30 minutes away. Hi again, everyone. Welcome into Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, a proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm Greg Murphy. Happy to be here with you tonight from Citi Field in New York City. The Phillies begin play today, 22 games over 500, 7 games clear of the Mets for the lead in the NL East. Both are season highs. And if the Mets want to stay in this race, they're going to have to play their best baseball against the Phillies. The two teams are going to see each other for 7 games in the next 17 days. Now, the one thing the Mets do have in their favor, they've won 7 straight games over the Phillies here in New York. 2 games at the end of last season, 2 games in the playoffs, and the first 3 that the team played earlier this year. But this series has a little bit of a different feel. The Phillies team arriving in Queens, hitting .309 in 22 games in the month of August, with a team ERA of 3.46 and baseball's second-best record in the month. They are 15-7, so things are trending in the Phillies' favor. In addition, tonight they're going to hand the ball to Christopher Sanchez. He's 11-4 with an ERA that ranks second in the National League at 2.46. In fact, since the start of since the start of June, his ERA, Sanchez's ERA of 1.94 is the best in the National League. So he's going to face a Mets lineup that looks like this today. Francisco Lindor will lead it off. He's the shortstop. Juan Soto in right field will bat second. It's Starling Marte, the DH, batting third, and Pete Alonso at first base will bat fourth. Mark Vientos at third base will bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing left field will be Brandon Nimmo. It's Tyrone Taylor in center field. He'll bat seventh. Jeff McNeil at second base, he'll bat eighth, and Luis Torrens will do the catching and bat ninth for New York. They're going to give the baseball to Kodai Senga tonight. Last 6 games, he's going to combine 27 innings and allow 21 earned runs, including 5 runs in 5 innings against the Nationals last time out. So he has been struggling a bit. And this Phillies lineup will look to take advantage of that. Trey Turner leads it off. He's the shortstop. It's Kyle Schwarber, the DH, will bat second. Bryce Harper at first base will bat third. And JT Realmuto will do the catching and bat fourth. Alec Boehm at third base will bat fifth. Brandon Marsh in left field batting sixth. Max Kepler will be in right field. He'll bat seventh. It's Harrison Bader in center field batting eighth. And Bryson Stott playing second base, and he will bat ninth. We'll take our first break here on the show, but when we come back, Anthony Sanfilippo, the Phillies writer for On Pattison.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Sportsbook. We're here at Citi Field. Beautiful night for baseball as the Phillies and Mets get this 3-game series started. And we are happy to welcome in Anthony Sanfilippo. He is the Phillies writer for On Pattison. And you can read him daily. He is with the team all the time up here in New York. And let's talk a little bit about this team, because they come in here, and you just heard the first block of the show. They come in here to a place they have not played well of late, but coming off a homestand of 5-1. Something's got to give, right? But I think this team's kind of set up well to play well here in New York. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do too. And there's a combination of reasons for that. Primarily is you got to see a combination of good offense and good pitching at home. And it's been rare that the Phillies have had both kind of going at the same time. And that's really what they had on the homestand. That series against the Mariners last week, one of the best series, ever. I mean, when you combine their offense and their pitching. And the offense tailed off just a little bit against Washington, but it was still good enough, and then the pitching's been great. And when you come against the Mets, you mentioned Kodai Senga has been struggling. I mean, 17 walks in those 27 innings that you talk about. It's really not, finding the strike zone. Sean Manaea's not pitched great for them as well. It's a real opportunity to take advantage of a couple of guys that aren't pitching great. Yeah, this Mets team seems to be trending a little bit in the wrong direction at just about the worst time for sure. Back to Senga a little bit, because he is walking a ton of guys. The Phillies hitters know that, but it's so important for them to allow him to do that to them, not expand the zone. And that is something when the Phillies offense isn't going well that we do see, that they'll expand the zone a little bit. Yeah, when they're not going well, they do tend to chase a little bit, which is why I think it's interesting when you look at the lineup tonight that it's the outfield combination is Max Kepler, who takes some pitches, right? Harrison Bader, who walked twice his last start against Washington, and Brandon Marsh, who hasn't been walking as much, but left-hander against a right-hander, and he usually hits righties pretty well. So I think that's kind of an interesting thing that Castellanos is the guy that comes out, because he's a guy that tends to chase a little bit. So I think that's part of why the lineup decision that was made tonight was made. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And, Brandon Marsh has kind of gone on the record saying that he needs to be a little bit better, a little bit more selective. It's what made him so good for that short period of time when he was really swinging it well. So maybe he'll get back to that tonight. Speaking of Harrison Bader, I know you're writing a piece on Pattison about Bader and what he can mean and has meant so far to this Phillies lineup. Kind of expand on that, because, he's a guy that can go get it in center field. We know that. But I said to you before we even started the show, I think we haven't seen quite yet the kind of hitter that he can be as well. No, he absolutely can be even better. I mean, look, he's a 3-WAR player this year. Yeah. And that's not small potatoes, right? So when you talk about that kind of offensive production, he's not driving the ball yet. He's got the one home run. It was a big one, right? But he's starting the last 3 starts. He's got 6 hits and 10 at bats, 2 walks. He's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I talked to him about that before the game. He says, yeah, that's part of it. You're trying to show a new team what you can do. You maybe get a little bit outside yourself. I think now that he's getting comfortable, it's going to be a good thing. And Rob Thompson said, the thing I like about him the most is he's got a swagger about him. Right? And that's something that maybe this clubhouse needed a little bit of an infusion of, right? And it's not been anything overwhelming, but it's just a little bit of something, a little jolt. And I think that's why you might start to see a little bit more of Harrison Bader than maybe you have so far. Yeah, when I talked to him on the pregame show a week or 2 ago, he just talked about how he plays with a chip on his shoulder at all times. And he does. He appears to play with that chip, and I think it's great to see. All right, Zach Wheeler obviously was the big news last week. This team will be without Zach, their ace, for the remainder of this season, certainly into the postseason. One of the guys that is going to need to step up is Aaron Nola, and I know you also wrote about him recently on Pattison. So, he's a guy that has a track record, certainly has proven that he can do it at this level. What do you see from Aaron over the last 2 starts since he's come back from injury? Well, that last start against Washington was incredibly encouraging, especially for the first 5 innings. And the most encouraging thing about it was a combination of 2 things. One, his velocity was up, and that's important. And I asked him about it afterwards, and he said, yes, when that velocity is at 93, it really sets up the curveball so much better, right? And then in that game, he kind of abandoned the cutter a little bit. He went to the changeup, but it was the curveball usage was at 44%, the highest of any game in his career. And I think it's a combination of you get that velocity back up, you locate your breaking stuff, you keep the hitters off balance, and that's when he's going to be successful. Obviously, he gave up the 2 solo home runs in the 6th inning, but his velocity was starting to go down at that point. He hadn't pitched in a game that deep since April, right? The end of April. So I think that's part of it. The more he gets back to that, I think Aaron Nola can be the pitcher that he has been in the past.
Well, they certainly are going to need that. They're going to need a couple of those guys in the starting rotation to step up. Before I let you go, you're a neutral party. You cover this team. You're looking in. Give me your thought as can this team, without a Zach Wheeler, get the job done, do what they set out to do and win a World Series?
Yes, and in most years I'd tell you no, right? But this year I think they can, because I look around the league, and I think that's something that Philadelphia people don't do enough, right? If you look around the league and you see what's going on everywhere else,
five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's punt on.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body.
I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. And toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Energy projects. ELEC and the operating engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
Yingling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Make sure to come out to Jersey's Bar and Grill in Glenside for Phillies games featuring $4 Yingling Lager drafts and $4 Yingling Flight bottles. Yingling, legends stand the test of time.
Welcome back. Time now for the RAV4 Things to Know, brought to you by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Number one, let's get to when the Phillies offense provides just 2 runs of support for that day's starting pitcher. They are 64-22 this season. That's a winning percentage of .744. They've won 14 of their last 15 games when doing that, so get 2 runs and go from there. Number 2, the Mets have lost 17 of their last 24 games going back to July 28th. That's the worst record in baseball. 9 of the Mets' 17 losses during that stretch have been by 1 run, including their last one to Atlanta. New York's bullpen has a 7.46 ERA over their last 11 games. Ooh. All right, number 3, Kodai Senga is 0-2 with a 6 ERA in 6 starts since the All-Star break. The big issue has been the long ball. He's allowed 7 home runs in those 6 starts after giving up just 4 home runs in the first 14 outings. So the Phillies look to swing it and get the long ball tonight. And finally, number 4, Trey Turner is 2 points behind Freddie Freeman in the race for the National League batting title. The last Philly to win a batting title was Richie Ashburn way back in 1958. We'll see if Trey can get the job done this year. Those are your RAV4 things to know, brought to you by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. We'll take another break here on the show. When we come back, Scott Fransky sits with the manager, Rob Thompson, next on the Phillies Radio Network.
Hackers suck. So does juggling multiple apps to run your business. Meet Trust UC from Telesystem, an AI-powered voice, video, and messaging platform with built-in cybersecurity awareness training. Visit hackersuck.com to learn more.
Baseball season is in full swing, and you can find all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from checking out stats to placing bets in just a few taps. And as an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies, you'll always find special team promos in the app. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The Braves will head to the bank for a weekend full of baseball, kicking off on Thursday, August 28th at 6:45, and wrapping up with Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday, August 31st at 7:10. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Your lost car key experts are the professionals at McCausland Lock Service. They can repair, replace, or reprogram factory remotes of all major brands. That now includes BMW, Mercedes, VW, and Audi. An incredible team of security technicians will help while you wait. The best part, they charge up to 50% below what you'd pay at a dealer. Call McCausland Lock Service at 610-430-1500. That's 610-430-1500. Conveniently located on Route 420 in Prospect Park, PA.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. We come to you from New York tonight. The start of a 3-game series as the Phillies hit the road again, take on the New York Mets, and they do so with a 7-game lead in the division. And obviously coming off a really, really good homestand, well played in all facets for your club, Rob. You must feel good about where you're at right now.
Yeah, pretty good. You know, I thought we played very well at home. Actually, we could have swept the entire homestand, except for that last inning of the first game against Washington. But, yeah, we played very well. Our pitching's been outstanding, and we're getting some timely hitting, and it seems like everybody's pitching in. Marchand with three RBIs yesterday and really catches well. Yeah, I think we're playing pretty good.
Ranger Suarez awarded as a Player of the Week. Obviously had a great week. Started and ended the homestand. And yesterday his command looked about as good as we've ever seen it from Ranger.
Yeah, just tremendous. You know, and I said in the postgame last night, when he can get the ball to his glove side, he is really effective because when he can dot it in there, it just jumps on those right-hand hitters, and it's away from the lefties. So it's and the curveball's been good, the cutter's been good, and changeup's been good. He's had all of his pitches going. He's throwing strikes, he's attacking hitters, and he's commanding the fastball. So when he does that, he's really good.
And I know as you go down the stretch, you still kind of keep in the back of your mind, you're cognizant of the workload in general. I mean, obviously, you've got a Luzardo who's approaching innings highs. You've got Sanchez in the same boat. I mean, I know that's still something that's on your mind, and one of the reasons maybe is nice to see Ranger get through what he got through without too many pitches.
Yeah, 90 pitches we capped him at, and so got a little bit of a pullback. He could have gone out for an eighth inning, but I thought that we were okay, and fortunately we won the game. We gave up a couple of runs late, but I think it's good. You know, we've got a couple of long stretches here. We got an 11-day in a row, and then I think we come back with a 14 or 15 in a row. So we got to be careful with these guys because unless we go to a 6-man at some point, but it's not in the cards yet.
All right, so tonight you hit the road, as we said. You're going to take on the New York Mets. You have a lead over the Mets. Obviously, things have gone really south for the Mets here, but I know you still have a lot of respect for who they are and what they're capable of.
No doubt, and they've handled us pretty good here in this ballpark as of late. So, we have to pay attention to detail and get after these guys. And I like the fact that we're starting off with Sanchez tonight, and hopefully he gives us a Sanchez-like performance, and we get some timely hitting.
That idea is you kind of hinted at there, the way they've handled you here especially. I know it's 7 straight losses. Can that be a thing? I mean, can they walk out there on the field and feel those, if you will, negative feelings at times?
I think it's more on the other end, where when you're at home and you feel really good about playing at home against certain teams. I know that we do against certain teams when we're playing in the bank. So I think it has more to do with their confidence as opposed to what we're feeling.
They haven't changed a whole lot in terms of who they are. You're going to see Kodai Senga today. He got off to a
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Like build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here. Like, it just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
It'll be Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter.
It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. She's giving it to him and making them like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it. You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened?
Step of the way, from listing to closing and everything in between. Weichert, Dream, Move, Home. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN's Bet Sportsbook. We're here at Citi Field on a beautiful night for baseball here as we get this 3-game series started for the top spot in the National League East. Phillies, of course, 7 clear of the Mets right now. Your injury report brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, the power of physical therapy. And there is, only Zach Wheeler appears on the injured list right now. So other than that, the Phillies are healthy and ready to go here in Queens. Before I leave you tonight, let's leave you on a positive note. How about this about Christopher Sanchez? He has allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in 20 of his 25 starts. That's tied for third most in Major League Baseball. And per Elias, Christopher Sanchez became the first Philly to allow 3 or fewer earned runs in 19 of their first 20 starts in a season since Bruce Ruffin did it way back in 1986. How about that? All right, that's going to do it for Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It's Kevin Stocker and Scott Fransky standing by with the call of tonight's game. Our thanks to our engineer here in the booth, Paul Schrager. It's Luke Nichols back at our studios and our production assistant, Seth Fisher. I'm Greg Murphy saying thanks for listening. It's the Phillies and the Mets coming your way next right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
swung on, hit deep, right field, and the Phillies are going to lead it.
You've been listening to Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies.
It's deep, and it is gone!
Yes! Don't forget to stay tuned after the game for Phillies playback.
The Phillies pile out of the dugout as they celebrate a win.
Join Scott, L.A. and Stock as they call all the action and your Phillies defend their National League East title right here on the home of the Phillies, the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station.
Harper swings it deep. It's gone.
There's one goal.
Blasts one over the bullpen.
For your 2024 National League East champions.
A grand slam.
To bring the World Series trophy home. This is Phillies baseball on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Brought to you by Citizens, official bank of the Phillies. Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Nemours Children's Health, the official children's hospital of the Philadelphia Phillies. CP Rankin Roofing Experts. CPR will breathe life back into your roof. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Hatfield Quality Meats, the official pork provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball, and there's a flying bat. It's a high car. And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, as the official partner of the Philadelphia Phillies grounds crew, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
Wide range of colors and accessories for a custom look without the cost. 3. When you call now, Oliver will give you 3 shower accessories free with your new bathroom, plus no interest and no payments for 18 months. Visit OliverHeatCool.com and feel the difference.
3 years ago, Manco & Manco made history by opening its first location off the Jersey Shore since its founding in 1956. Following its successful debut, Phillies fans now have even more ways to enjoy the official pizza of the Philadelphia Phillies. Manco & Manco, the first and last name in pizza, can be found at Ashburn Alley, Pass and Stowe, Liberty Landing, behind Section 321, and near the left field foul pole. New season, same legendary pizza. Visit mancospizza.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you as always by Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. For the Phillies, Trey Turner leads it off. He'll play shortstop. Batting second, the designated hitter is Kyle Schwarber. Bryce Harper will be at first base and bat third, and batting in the cleanup spot doing the catching, it's JT Realmuto. Alec Boehm at third base will bat fifth, batting sixth, the left fielder Brandon Marsh. Max Kepler starts in right field. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth in center field, the former Met Harrison Bader. And Bryson Stott will play second base, and Stott will bat ninth. So again, for the Phillies, it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Boehm, Marsh, Kepler, Bader, and Stott. On the mound tonight for the Phillies will be left-hander Christopher Sanchez. Here's the lineup for the Mets and manager Carlos Mendoza. 7 games back of the Phillies entering play tonight. Francisco Lindor will lead things off. He's the shortstop, batting second in right field Juan Soto. Starling Marte, the designated hitter, will bat third. And batting cleanup will be first baseman Pete Alonso. Mark Vientos at third base. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, the left fielder is Brandon Nimmo. Tyrone Taylor, the center fielder, he'll bat seventh. Batting eighth at second base is Jeff McNeil. And Luis Torrens, the catcher, he will bat ninth. So again, it's Lindor, Soto, Marte, Alonso, Vientos, Nimmo, Taylor, McNeil, and Torrens. And on the mound tonight, it is right-hander Kodai Senga, who's had kind of a tale of 2 halves of the season so far. Kevin Stocker, good to see you again.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming back. Just so you know, I cannot unsee it. I just want you to know that for the rest of the series here. Let's get to your SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report. Right-hander Kodai Senga, 7-5 on the year, 2.58 ERA. He has 7 pitches. Seems like a lot. It is, but he really only relies on 3. Good four-seamer, split or fork, however you want to call it. Terrific pitch and a cutter. The four-seam, 94 to 95, top of the zone. The forkball is elite. The batting average against that is only $127. However, he needs one thing to be effective. He always has, and that is chase. He needs the hitters to chase, and he has not been getting that as of late. That's led to a lot of walks, very inefficient, low innings, and just all kinds of command issues. So, Phillies hitters today really have to work on getting the ball in the zone and get the ball up. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go.
Yeah, Rob Thompson said it on the pregame show. We are really going to have to control the strike zone. And what he means by that is what you just said, not chase. We're swinging at strikes. We're taking the stuff out of the zone. We're not chasing his pitch. We're getting our pitch in the zone and attacking it when we get it.
Yeah, easier said than done with a guy with this forkball. But again, I think with him, Senga's a guy that'll go first time through the lineup, be really effective. Everybody gets to look at him to see how he's pitching, and then they've been able to adjust.
Well, that has been the case for the Mets for most of their second half. They've had a real tough time getting starters a second or third time through the lineup. It's been pretty well non-existent for them, and that's been a big problem for them in the second half. Trey Turner set to lead things off against Kodai Senga, who's set at the belt. The right-hander's First pitch is on the way tonight, and it's taken up high for ball one. And we're underway right on time at 7:11 tonight here in New York. It's a gorgeous night. 80 degrees as we start. Pitch from Senga. And that one is a strike called on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alonso at first, McNeil at second. Lindor the shortstop, Vientos over at third base. He's deep against Turner. He's batting .300 on the year. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the end of the bat. And it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Turner. 14 homers, 61 runs batted in. A huge homestand for Turner after a good road trip as well. 12 for 29 on the homestand was Turner.
That's awesome.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Senga kicks and the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right side. In the outfield, it's Nimmo in left. Tyrone Taylor in center. The right fielder is Juan Soto, of course. And Luis Torrens doing the catching. One ball, 2 strikes on Turner. And the right-hander deals. And that bounces out in front of the plate. Goes past Torrens and all the way to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Should probably mention the other pitches. I said he had 7. It's a sweeper, sinker, slider, and a curveball. Those 4, they're all under 7%. Doesn't throw him a ton.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Turner. The pitch just misses outside and low. And the count is now full. Home plate umpire tonight is Scott Berry. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Swung on, ripped towards left center field, and Taylor on the run, dives, he doesn't get it. It goes to the wall, rattles around in center, Turner's around second, he's headed for third, and it's a leadoff stand-up triple for Trey Turner to begin the ballgame tonight. His 6th 3-base hit of the year.
What a great way to start. And the pitch before was the fork ball that Trey takes, an incredibly tough pitch, but that's what we were talking about. Lay off that fork, was able to get another pitch up in the zone and crushed it.
So great scoring chance early for the Phils. Turner with his 6th triple of the season. And the infield will play back for the Mets as Kyle Schwarber bats against Senga. And Senga delivers, and the pitch is taken down low, ball 1. Senga made 2 regular season starts against the Phillies 2 years ago in 2023 when he was a rookie, fresh over from Japan. He also made 1 start against them in the postseason, the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball right side, it'll get the run home. McNeil up with it, throws to first, and it's an RBI for Schwarber, his 110th, and it's 1-0 Phillies.
Well, during these Mets struggles, it's been pitching. It's been a lot of different things, and some of those things have been decision-making. I got to tell you, I'm not sure that Taylor's dive on that ball hit by Turner was the right decision.
No.
He really was nowhere close to making that catch.
Really poor decision is what it was. And here's Bryce Harper. Well, he's capitalized. Harper bats with nobody on and 1 out. And the pitch to Bryce is taken down and in, ball 1. Senga in that playoff start, of course, he had missed basically the entire season last year, but they were desperate for pitching. They had been scrambling to get through those final couple of weeks in the first round as the pitch fouled back, so he made a 2-inning appearance as a starter. One ball, 1 strike to Harper. 263 hitter with 21 homers. The pitch fouled away, third base side. Trying to let that fastball get pretty deep there. 96, and shoots it over the third base dugout just about.
Oof, it found a crack in the net.
Ouch. 1-2, and that's very high. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillies back in the road gray uniforms. Phillies last road trip, their longest of the year. This matching the shortest. 2-2, swung on and sliced foul. Third base side, Vientos chasing, but it's into the seats. Just 3 games out and back for the Phillies. Back to CBP on Thursday, but it's a short one, but it's a big one.
Series is always a big one. I don't care how poorly you think the Mets are playing when they play the Phillies. I mean, this series, man.
Senga with a 2-2, and Harper swings, grounds it to first. Alonso scoops, and he'll run to the bag. Harper hustling down the line, but is out, and that's 2 down.
I had a lot of years in Philadelphia that we didn't do well as a team, but whenever we played the Mets, for some reason we were always able to get up for those games a little bit different. A little bit different tack, just a little bit more intensity. Goes both ways.
Here comes JT Realmuto after a day off on Sunday. Realmuto enjoying another great series, a homestand, if you will. So he's got a 7-game hitting streak now. 278 hitter with 10 home runs. And Senga's first pitch is down low. It's 1-0 here. Phillies lead it in the top of the first. JT 8 for 19 with 3 homers on the homestand. The pitch. That's down low. Phillies wanted to give him Sunday off so he could play all 3 games of this series. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Coming your way, Stock.
Wow. And now it's going that way. These people are all looking back at me like they didn't know it was going to be like, that's really fast. That's hard to catch. I'm like, yeah.
2-1 pitch. That's up high. Now, normally you flex and flinch a little bit. I mean, you're going after it, but you didn't.
It's to the right. Yeah.
You had a good read on it right off the bat.
Yeah,
you
good
knew
read.
That was nowhere near you.
Dude, I've been off for a week. I'm fresh. I'm feeling it. Very spry.
3-1. Swung on and hit high in the air, right center, but playable. As Taylor over in the alley is calling, he'll make the catch, and the side's retired. But the Phillies get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies 1.
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. You know, we think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Your SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report and Christopher Sanchez, 11-4 in the year. Since June 1st, the ERA is well under 2. He's been terrific. It's a sinker changeup slider versus Seattle. Unheard of attacking in the zone. 27 hitters face, 26 first pitch strikes. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA's the Philly way to go.
First pitch tonight is a ball. So he's already behind the pace.
He gets one.
1 ball and no strikes. Francisco Lindor leads off. Switch hitter from the right side. 265 hitter this year. The windup in the 1-0 pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. We did mention Scott Berry behind the plate. Willie Traynor at first. C.B. Buckner at second. The crew chief is Dan Iasonia. He's at third base. In this 3-game set. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swinging a weakly hit ground ball to short. Turner up with it. He'll throw to first, and it's too high. It pulls Harper off the bag. And Lindor is going to reach. Well, that'll be an error on Turner, his 8th, and kind of got on the side of that throw, I'd say, a little bit.
You know, he's been so good this season. You can't take that away from him. He does everything right but the throw, and this is old habit. He flips it underneath, and the ball sails away from Bryce at first. Trey has been really good getting over the top. He just was not good there. Not even close.
So an E6 to start it. Phillies leading 1-0. Here's Soto, and he takes a first pitch fastball down low for ball 1. Soto hitting .250 here in his first year with the Mets. 32 home runs, though, 77 driven in. Lindor leads at first base, and the pitch from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. And Soto get JT a little bit on the backswing there. That missed him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harper on the bag at first. Bryson Stott at second base tonight. Turner at short. And off the line at third base, Alec Bowman. The outfield, it's Marsh in left. Bader in center. And Kepler in right. Realmuto behind the plate. Sanchez ready. And is 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball there to Soto. Soto in the first of 15 years with the Mets. Still weird to say.
Seems long.
The 1-2. And that's down a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 96 on that offering. Sanchez, who did pitch here last in April. Phillies were swept in that series. Sanchez had to come out of his start early. The 2-2. Swing and a bouncer towards second. Stott waiting on it, has it. Flips to Turner for 1. Throw back to first. Not in time. Just not hit hard enough to be able to turn 2. Fielder's choice, 1 away.
It's a good sign already for Christopher Sanchez. When you play behind Christopher, you tend to get a lot of work, a lot of ground balls. You're going to be busy as a defense. And sometimes I forget to mention how great of a pace Christopher works at as a pitcher. If you're behind him, he typically works quick, throws a lot of strikes, keeps you on your toes.
There's Starling Marte, who's had a little bit of a resurgence here. Soto dancing around off first base. Sanchez delivers anyways, and he misses outside for ball 1. Marte hitting .289 with 8 homers, 26 runs batted in. 1 ball, no strikes. A look at first. Sanchez delivers, and the pitch is taken down low. And Marte always seems to hit well against the Phillies. 88 career games with a .361 lifetime batting average. 2-0 count. Sanchez ready. Left-hander looks at first. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and popped up. Foul, first base side. Harper goes over near the Mets dugout. He's out of room. Remember that start in April? Sanchez pitched just 2 innings. He threw 58 pitches, had almost no command at all, and they asked him a couple of different occasions, "Are you okay?" And at first he said yes, and Rob Thompson probed him a little further, and then that's when they took him out of the game. He was feeling a little something in his arm, and a lot of worries at that moment, but he came back, made his next start, gave him a little extra rest, is all. 2-1 pitch, and that's outside. Phillies lost that day 5-1. Phillies got swept in that series. Been a while since they won in this ballpark. 3 balls and a strike. Soto leading at first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, foul, third base side. Comes back with a sinker there and fills up the count, 3-2.
After his last start, he was so good. One of the quotes that I loved from Christopher, though, is he talked about a slider. So when you ask a pitcher about their games, a lot of times they'll tell you what they're really impressed with. And for him, it's been his slider over the last few games.
The stretch. Looking first. Soto leaning a bit. The pitch home. Strike 3 called. Wow. Got him looking. Marte takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that's the first strikeout of the game for Christopher Sanchez, who had 12 his last time out. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso with 2 down.
Terrific pitch on the inner half. For me, if you ask me about one of the pitch there, that sinker fastball on the inner half, that command over the last 4 or 5 starts on the inner half has been terrific.
Here's Pete Alonso. Phillies up 1-0. Runner at first. 2 down, and the pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. Alonso at 29 homers. Of course, this year became the all-time home run leader for the New York Mets. Just earlier this month, set that new franchise record. The 0-1, and that's a fastball for a strike called at the knees. Something just went haywire on the board there.
The big board?
On the velo there. They just put that at 104.1.
No.
Well, I know it wasn't, but that's what the computer just popped up there. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and that's down and away.
I'm going to say now I'm really impressed with that sinker.
I mean, you go from 104 mile an hour to 187 mile an hour changeup.
So that means the rest of the night, all the numbers are going to be skewed.
We have no
all
idea.
The averages.
We have no idea.
What are we going to do?
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the changeup puts away Alonso, and a couple of strikeouts to finish off the Mets. 1 error, no hits, 1 man left.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give them 10 down. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight. Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Alec Bohm will lead off for the Phillies. Here in the top of the second, Phillies with a 1-0 lead. Kodai Senga delivers, and the pitch is popped up right side. It'll go out of play, foul. Alec Bohm, who has been on a first ball swinging kick here of late. But he's got a base hit in all 7 games since he came back off the injured list. He's averaged at .282. And not to mention the Phillies are 6-1 since he returned.
Yep.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swung on, lined hard to center, but right at Taylor. He'll make a couple of steps in to make the catch.
On the mound today, the Reds' Hunter Green versus the Dodgers' Emmett Sheehan. That game's later. Both teams trying to keep pace in the postseason race. Can you believe Green with the Reds? He's been so dominant since his return. 18 strikeouts, 0 walks in his 2 starts. Pretty good. Sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
Here's Brandon Marsh. He's been scuffling here of late. Average down to 259. He takes a called strike. Fastball on the outside corner at 95. Over his last 14 games, though, he's hitting 135. He's 5 for 37. The pitch stays very high. Phillies getting a leadoff triple from Trey Turner. Kyle Schwarber on ground out to bring him home. The pitch, and it's down low. I think one of the big problems with Marsh, Larry talked about it yesterday, he just really seems to have fallen back into a trap of swinging at pitches outside of the strike zone. He's just really expanded, especially that fastball up, the 2-1. And he lays off that pitch, which misses just outside. Three balls and a strike. Senga with a pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Senga was off to a great start this year and then injured his hamstring. Missed about a month or so. And he just hasn't been the same since coming back. 3-2 pitch on the way. And that's outside, ball 4. Good job by Brandon Marsh. Draws the first walk of the game.
Thing about Kodai Senga, and I haven't seen him pitch a ton. You know, you watch video and that sort of thing. But one thing about him is, for me, when he gets hurt, he's been hurt quite a bit. For him to come back, he typically has to be 100%. He's not willing to come back, and I know you talked about it earlier. He really wants to be 100%, and if he's not sure, he doesn't like coming back to pitch.
Here's Max Kepler, and Kepler takes outside, ball 1. By the way, that 104-mile-an-hour sinker to Pete Alonso has now been changed on StatCast to just a sinker.
They did.
They took the number off of it. Here's a swing and a miss.
That's fair. Good. I mean, that's like hitting a 400-yard drive on a lake, right? You don't get it like on a frozen lake. Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. On Kepler. He's had a couple of days off and back in the lineup tonight here against Senga. 1-1 the count. The pitch. He swings and hits one in the air to center. Taylor coming on, still coming. That one's falling. It's going to drop for a hit in right center. And Max Kepler off the end of the bat bloops one in. I don't think Soto got a very good look at that either. Out in right field, he was nowhere near that. Where was he playing?
I don't know, but Soto, he's not going to be able to get to this ball, I don't think, coming in. Taylor, however, can, and that's what kind of interrupts Marsh. I thought Marsh might get a little bit better read. This ball right over second base.
So, 2 aboard. Here's Harrison Bader, the former Met. As Bader gets a chance against his old ball club here. 2 on, 1 out. Senga with a pitch. And it's swung on and hit in the air down the right side. Foul out of play. Bader, who had a good weekend at the plate, now with the Phillies overall hitting .250 since joining the Phils. He was down in the 100s for a long while. The pitch, and it's in the dirt. And Bader seems to be getting a little bit better with a little more regular time out there, and maybe just settling in general with a new team. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Double play depth for the Mets. The pitch is taken. It's a strike call. Stock, it could also be just coincidence. He just had a bad couple of weeks, and it's the ups and downs of the way the season goes. Might have nothing to do with any of those things.
No, but I would say it probably does in the order that you said. I think it takes time to adjust.
1-2 pitch, and it bounces in there. Good stop by Torrens. That'll keep the runners in place at first and second.
And not just to like the pitching, and of course you're adjusting to a team that's winning and the fans. One of the hardest things I felt when I went to a different team in the middle of the season was just trying to figure out, okay, where's my stuff? Where do I go? Where do I park? Who takes care of my family? All of these weird little things that get into a player's head.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Senga comes set, and the pitch. Bader bounces one foul. Off the front of the third base dugout. Lots of foul ground on both sides here at Citi Field, where it's 408 to straightaway center, 370 to left, 335 down the left field line. Outfield wall pretty much 8 feet high all the way around. 2-2 the count. Senga delivers, and the pitch is taken low and away. And Bader really looking that one all the way in. It misses down and away. The count is full, 3-2.
A lot of the takes right now from the hitters, the way that they're taking pitches is really good. It looks to me like they're really seeing the ball well out of his hand.
Senga ready, the 3-2. And Bader takes a called third strike. Fastball all over the outside corner. And there's the first strikeout of the game for Kodai Senga. So much for seeing it well, right?
Well, I mean, he got a good look at it as he walked back. Yeah.
So that'll bring up Bryson Stott.
I knew that was going to happen. That's typically how it works.
And the pitch. It's down and in. You're 2 for 2 today, I'd say.
What else did I say?
Well, Christopher Sanchez, all he does is throw first pitch strikes.
Oh.
Bam! Ball one.
Oh, I'm batting 1,000.
Yeah.
All Stott does is hit home runs. Whoops.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's got 9 of them on the air. Here's the 1-0. And that one is a strike called.
We were talking about Marsh earlier, and I know you're right. Getting the ball back into the zone is a big deal. One thing with him, Marsh, and Bryson Stott, who's up here, is both of them have seen or been in a ton of 2-strike counts this year.
1-1. And a swing and a foul down at the plate. Stott hit that twice.
Yeah. And here's another 2-strike count, and it's easy to say, and that's we see you and I when we're watching games and Murph and so forth. We talk about it. Guys swing early in the count a lot. Marsh has been taken a lot. Gets to 2 strikes. Stott's one of those guys. Now Bryson is hitting 200 in 2-strike accounts. However, Brandon Marsh is not really even close. It's tough to hit with 2 strikes all the time.
Outfield shaded the other way against Stott. It's 1-0. Phillies lead it 2 on, 2 out, second inning. Senga ready at the belt. And his 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field. Soto and Taylor converging. Soto will get there and make the catch. And the side is retired. No runs on a hit, a walk, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Phillies.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
It's an NL East showdown you won't want to miss when the Mets are in town from Monday, September 8th through Thursday, September 11th. Secure your seats now at Phillies.com.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Kids 14 and under will take home a Chick-fil-A, a Bryce Harper Funko Pop collectible on Saturday, August 30th at 6:05 p.m. when the Phils host the Braves. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Mark Vientos leads off for the Mets. Phillies are leading it 1-0. And the pitch to start the bottom of the second is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Starts him with a backdoor slider. Vientos was having a dreadful year until lately. He's been getting hot. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Up to 12 home runs. Now he hit 27 last year, which was a big breakout for Vientos. He had sort of been locked in a third base battle with Brett Beatty over the course of a year plus. Vientos clearly was winning that job. Here's the 0-2 and a swing and a ground ball to short. Turner's up with it. Double pumps, throws to first. This one is on the mark, and that is out number one. Vientos, who's got 5 homers over a 7-game hitting streak right now, so he's smoking hot. There's Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo, 254 hitter. Just back in the lineup tonight. He's missed some time with a neck problem. And those left fielder swings and misses at the first offering. What do you got on his belt there, Stocker? It's not a New York Met orange.
I don't know. I saw him warming up with that, and I'm like, do I like that or do I like the purple from Bader better?
Pitch. And that one is down and away for a ball.
I mean, this is orange, right? Would you call that an orange?
Well,
reminds me of my youngest son when he was a kid.
But like I said, it's not the orange that the Mets use. It's more of a neon orange. The 1-1 swinging a bouncer towards first. Harper fields, waves off Sanchez. He'll take it himself.
This is what I would say to that is I would never put something around my waist that brings attention to my waist. At least not now.
I mean, I think an orange belt is certainly fine if you're a member of the Mets, right? I mean, it's well within the bounds of acceptability, but it's just really neon.
Yeah, yeah, a little much. A little too sherbert.
Sherbert, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
There's Tyrone Taylor. Taylor batting with 2 outs, nobody on. Sanchez delivers the pitch, a fastball that's in for a strike. Phillies' starting rotation on the homestand was just downright terrific. 7 games, a 2.47 ERA. A windup and the 0-1, and that is outside. 36 1/3 innings. They struck out 56 batters and walked only 6. Windup, the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air center. Right center, on the run, Bader. He's going to get there. He makes the catch. Harrison Bader got a good jump on that and runs it down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. We're going to the third. 1-0 Phillies.
For 100 years, Pella has set the...
You know, in Boston, every now and then, you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier, the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Lucio's Bakery, available at your favorite deli, sandwich shop, supermarket, and exclusively in Citizens Bank Park. Lucio's Bakery. It all starts with the bread, and proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go, Phils.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
We're going to the third. It's 1-0. Phillies lead it. Trey Turner leads off. First pitch on the way. Swings and hits one in the air. Down the left field line towards the corner. Long run, Nimmo, and that ball is a foul ball deep down in the left field corner, and it's just foul. We can't even see where it landed there. Along the side wall, there's almost no foul territory at all. I think Trey off the bat thought it was sure going to be foul. And then realized, well, maybe he didn't want another triple. He wanted only a double.
I think he's coasting it out.
I think he thought it was going foul off the bat. Turner, who did triple his first time up. The 0-1. And a swing and a foul back. Turner over his last 17 games batting .419. .419 with 31 hits in 74 at bats. He's down to the count here. And the 0-2 on the way. And it's fouled back.
I'm sure I've seen anybody that has taken his batting average and he gets it up to .301 and then it drops down 30 points. Then just climbs up to .301 and then back down again. Just leave him up there.
The 0-2 pitch again, and it's down low. He's currently at .301, which is 1 point behind Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers for the National League lead.
So just those two. Is there anybody else over 300 in the National League?
Sal Frelick. 298 is the next closest. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's almost crazy to think that there's two people hitting 300 in the National League.
As in only hitting 300?
There's only
That's
two people.
Yeah. I don't want someone to be like, wow, there's two. No, there's only two.
There's only two.
Yes. I'm with you.
It's hard to believe. Here's Schwarber. Second strikeout for Senga. The pitch is inside for ball one. Schwarber grounded out to drive in a run his first time up. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. It's a breaking ball that's down and in. Schwarber does not have a hit off of Senga in the regular season. He's 0 for 7 now with 4 strikeouts. 2-0, and that one's outside. But in that playoff start, you might recall, it was game 1 of that division series, and Kyle Schwarber led it off with a home run. Turns out, Senga would only go 2 innings. It would be mostly a bullpen day for the Mets. The pitch. And that's down low, ball 4.
Not mocking, but showing them you had your chance to get me, and you didn't.
I keep it. At least 1 homer.
That's remarkable. That's a great streak for him.
1-0 the count, the pitch. Harper takes. That floats in at the top of the zone for a called strike. Harper grounded at first, his first time up. Vientos plays way off the line at third base. Lindor a step to the middle. McNeil guards the hole at second. The pitch swung on, grounded right side. McNeil can't get it. Might have gotten a little bit of leather on it. Schwarber will turn second. He's headed for third. The throw is not in time. And Schwarber, tumbling around on the bag, is able to hold on to the bag. And Harper wisely takes second base on the throw. Vientos, as Schwarber was rumbling around the edges of the bag, Vientos keeping the tag on him, and the Mets will not challenge. As Harper with a base hit.
This is interesting because the second baseman here, McNeil, lays out for the ball going toward the first base side. So Lindor, who normally would be sitting in the grass as a relay man to third base, goes to second base bag. Well, there's no one there to cut the ball when he throws it to third. So Soto throws it to third. Harp sees it, takes advantage of the mistake.
The Mets are going to play the infield in. There's one out. JT Realmuto is the batter. Second and third for the Phils with a 1-0 lead, and a pitch to JT is in for a called strike. First pitch, forkball. Outfield shaded the other way. Taylor into right center. Soto in a step and towards the line and right. Senga with the 0-1. And a swing and a pop-up. Back behind the plate. Terrenz giving it a look, but it's out of play, thankfully. Well, it seems that the Mets have had a lot of problems with their starters second time through, third time through. It just seems to never hold a strong start the first few innings. See if the Phillies can break through here. Already leading 1-0. JT down to the count. And Senga with the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He chased the ball in the dirt. And not a great at-bat there for JT.
Really tough against Senga to get 0-2. If you get 0-2, you're just going to get forkballed to death.
Well, now the defense can back up, and that'll leave it up to Alec Bohm. Bohm, who lined out to center his first time up. Senga comes set. And now the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Alec Bohm asking where the pitch was, so if it would have been a strike or not.
I'm not sure it matters with Alec. I mean, he's going to, if it's a first pitch fastball, he's going to be very aggressive on it.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. That's down low. Didn't miss by much. One ball and one strike. The pitch. And that one misses down and away. 2-1 the count. It's Marsh on deck.
Gotta really watch that fork in this position. If you're Kyle Schwarber at third base now, you're looking for anything down in the dirt that it might bounce.
2-1 the count. And the pitch. Swung on, line towards right center field, falling, and Soto coming on, won't get it. It's a base hit. Both runs are going to come home and score as Schwarber and Harper cross the plate. Alec Bohm with a 2-out, 2-run single. And the Phillies lead it 3-0.
Spitting on that forkball. Not many times you go through life where you get to spit on something and not have somebody get after you, but there you go. Spit on the forkball, get to the fastball. It's working.
And Alec Bohm with a hit in all 8 games since coming back off the injured list. And here's Brandon Marsh. Marsh with a man at first. Bohm RBIs 47 and 48. And the pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. And remember, take you back basically a little over 2 weeks ago now when Alec went out on his rehab assignment. And I don't know how excited he was to go back to the minors and take down some at-bats. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. After he went 0 for on that first night, he said, you know, I don't want to go up there and go for 16, my first time back in the big leagues. I don't want to look like an idiot. 0-2, swung on, hooked down the right field line. That's going to be in for a hit. It'll go all the way to the wall. Bohm on his way into third base. Soto's up with it, fires it back in. They have to hold Alec at third base. It'll be a double for Brandon Marsh, and the inning continues for the Phils. And Jeremy Hefner is coming out to have a word with Kodai Senga here in the third inning. But obviously the action at the minor league level, I mean, he wasn't ripping the cover off the ball, but just to get the at-bats, he's come out here and you start your return with an 8-game hit streak.
Yeah. There's a reason that you go down and do the rehab. There's just so few people that can come back, lay it off, and not go down and see pitches at the speed that you need to. And that's why the rehab is so important. Not only just to test everything as far as the injury goes, just to see live pitching.
A good piece of hitting there by Brandon Marsh. 18th double of the year.
Well, they just showed a replay of Kodai Senga because they had the trainer come out. I didn't see anything. I mean,
I'm not.
Oh, it could have just been the translator.
Might have been
there you go.
Here's Max Kepler. And the pitch. Kepler takes a breaking ball. That's in for a strike.
I thought that was the manager that came out, but I was incorrect.
Well, I think if it was a trainer visit, you probably would have seen the manager.
Yeah, I had the wrong guy.
Come along for the ride. It's 65 pitches now. The 0-1. Swinging a fly ball center field. Taylor going back, nearing the track. He's got room. He'll make the catch. Kepler, a long fly balled out for the final out. Phillies get 2 runs. They leave 2 men aboard. 3 total hits in the inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 3-0 Phillies.
From Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our community going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years. And that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
At Citizens Bank Park, we don't carry the title of fan lightly. We're made for counting down the minutes to the first pitch, and for losing our voice before the 7th inning stretch. We're made for leading rallies, and for following box scores. We're made for celebrating big moments. And we're made ready with Citizens. Citizens, fellow fans, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Hey, Fightin' Phils fans, every time the Phillies strike out 10 or more batters in a home game, you score with BetMGM. That's right, you'll get a $5 casino bonus every week to play Philadelphia Phillies Slingo, exclusively on BetMGM, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, and an official gaming partner of Major League Baseball. BetMGM.com for T's and C's, 21 plus to wager, PA only, all promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit bonus bets unless otherwise provided. Applicable terms, rewards subject to expiry. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help's available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Phillies fans.
800-GAMBLER.
Phillies fans never miss a home run.
Yeah, it's hooked deep to right center field. No doubt about it.
Stream every game on the NBC Sports app.
A 3-homer game.
And don't miss your game day forecast from NBC 10 First Alert Weather.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Well, I'll be sure to bring the whole gang to Giant Family Day on Sunday, September 14th at 1:35 p.m. when the Phils host the Royals. Fans 14 and under take home a Phillies lunch tote.
3-0 lead for Christopher Sanchez now to start the third inning. And he delivers a strike to Jeff McNeil. McNeil, Torrens, and Lindor. 0-1 the count on the left-handed batters, hitting .258 this season, 12 homers, the pitch. And that's down and away. McNeil certainly more power against righties, but he's certainly held his own in the average department against left-handed pitching. Here's the 1-1, and that's down low. We missed much of April, the first meeting of the year between these two clubs. The Phillies haven't seen the Mets since mid-June. Two balls and a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. On June the 13th, the Mets were 5.5 games in front of the Phillies. They were 45-24, while the Phillies were 39-29. Here's the 2-2 offer. And it's a called third strike. Outside corner at the knees with a slider. McNeil doesn't like the call. That's the third strikeout for Sanchez, one away. Since that date, the Phillies are 37-25. The Mets are 24-37.
How about that? What happened on that date?
They blew like a 7-run lead to Tampa that day.
There you go.
And it was the start of quite a few blown leads over the course of the summer. As the pitch is a strike called to Luis Torrens. Torrens the catcher, and again pretty much the everyday guy now. With Alvarez back on the IL, here's a swing and a ground ball foul. Torrens batting .212 with 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. 3-0 Phillies lead it.
What is there, like 5 weeks left, roughly?
Roughly. Sure.
Of the regular season, somewhere in there.
0-2. Swinging a ground ball, left side. Bohm to his left, 2 steps. He's got it. Shuffles his feet, throws to first. 2 down. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you here at Citi Field in New York. Phillies leading it 3-0 on this Monday night. Francisco Lindor, the batter, and he takes down an away ball 1. Paul Schrager is our engineer in the booth. Luke Nichols back in our studios. Start of a 3-game set tonight. All 3 games, 7-10 starts. Sanchez with a 1-0. And Lindor takes a strike.
Yeah, I ask about how many games or how many weeks left, because old school kind of thought, we always try to think, okay, when you're down, let's say you're the Mets, you're behind 6 games, you start thinking, okay, how do we make that up? You might set a goal of 1 a week.
1-1 pitch, and that's down and away.
Traditionally, you could think, okay, we could probably make up 1 game a week if we get hot and play well. They would have to have a big series. Now, this is the first of 7 left, I think, against the Mets. They got to have big series.
2-0 or 2-1, and that's a liner leaping in the air. Turner's got it, and he makes the catch on the drive by Lindor, and that will do it for the Mets. So 1-2-3 inning again. That's 9 in a row, retired by the left-hander. We're going to the 4th. Phillies 3, and the Mets nothing.
So last year I had the bright idea to dig up part of my backyard to put in a new patio. Little did the neighborhood ran through my backyard. One wrong hit of the shovel and bam. Lights went out, my hair turned white, and now I can wirelessly charge my smartphone. You know, they say hindsight is 20/20, but 220? That's something completely different. Trust me. Call 811 before you dig. Know what's below and help us hit 50 and 5. 50% less damage to buried utilities in 5 years. For info, visit PA1call.org.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
Hey, Phillies fans. It's me, your car. We all know defense is key, especially when protecting me. You know, locking me up is like securing a Phil's win. But if you leave me unlocked, that's like giving up a walk-off home run to the bad guys. Stay quick on your feet. Park in well-lit areas. Keep your head up. Be alert. Most importantly, don't sit and text. Get in and go. And always lock your car, take your keys every time. This message was brought to you by the Pennsylvania Auto Theft Prevention Authority.
Join us for prizes and surprises on Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, September 28th at 3:05 when the Phils host the Twins. All fans receive a 2026 schedule magnet presented by Prego. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
The RAV fourth inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. And Harrison Bader leading it off, fouls the first pitch away. It's 3-0 Phillies. And this has actually been the real trouble spot for the Mets. Inning number 4. Since the All-Star break, their pitching staff in innings 1 through 3 has a 2.82 ERA. But in inning number 4, that ERA is 9.55. Here's a swing and a shot up the middle. Lindor reaching. He's got it. Spins, throws. He didn't get him. It's an infield hit. What a play for Lindor. And he is a little slow to get up out there on the turf in center. Seems like he's all right. That's a heck of a play by Lindor.
It's a tricky play.
There are a few runners in this lineup he will get, but Bader's not one of them.
I think there's more than a few. Little slider on the outside. He gets some help, though. I'll tell you what, he gets help because the ball hits off the pitcher's mound and bounces up. It's the only way that Lindor can reach that ball is to get that big hop. What a play, though. Wow, so athletic.
So, Matt aboard to start the inning. That's 6 hits for the Phils now. Bryson Stott is the batter. And Stott, little question mark between Scott Berry, between Bryson Stott, between Kodai Senga. You just want the two to make a little eye contact. Stott into the box now, the clock at 10. Bader leads at first. Senga ready at the belt. And the pitch. It's outside, ball 1. Well, he threw 20 pitches in the first. 21 pitches in the second, 25 pitches in the third inning. Senga ready. He'll turn and throw to first. Meanwhile, Christopher Sanchez, 39 pitches in his 3 innings of work.
Kodai Senga, I think he has some great stuff. What he doesn't have right now is somebody educating him on how to be efficient with that stuff.
Want to know the count and the pitch. That is a little bit wide. And it's 2 balls and no strikes.
He's got a lot of pitches and a terrific forkball, but he just spends a lot of time off the edge of the plate. Now he has a cutter that he's been trying to throw, but it's either a big miss away and outside the zone or right down the middle of the plate.
2-0 the pitch. And that one is down low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, these home runs he's given up here in the second half, most have been on fastballs and cutters.
Yep.
Those are his big misses right now. 7 homers given up in 31 innings since the break. 3-0. And Stott takes. That's in for a strike. Harrison Bader over at first, leads off. Alonso on the bag, holding him there. Senga ready with the 3-1 to Stott. Here it comes. And he swings and misses. And there's a cutter. It's a big swing and miss from Bryson.
Now, cutter only runs about 85 miles an hour. It's almost like a changeup, if anything else, just because it's about 8 to 10 mile an hour slower than the fastball.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. The pitch is down and in. It's ball 4. And the first 2 hitters are aboard. That's 3 straight innings with a walk issued by Senga. And the top of the order coming up with 2 on and nobody out. And this is a big spot here, I think, for the offense to. And Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach, is going to go out again, and this may lead to a call to the Mets bullpen to get somebody started.
And I don't know what it is about the 4th inning, and you had talked about it. Whether it's like you go back to those dates where they were giving up lots of runs, like big innings in games. 7 runs, 9 runs, 6 runs. All of a sudden, it kind of gets in the heads of the pitchers, and then they start thinking about it. It becomes a thing. The press, the broadcasters are talking about it. But it's hard to say, like, to pinpoint something, that there's something with that 4th or 5th inning. Now, I know the guys are coming around a second time. You do get a better look, but that usually happens in the 3rd. I just think if you're a guy like Kodai Senga, who has got that great forkball, you just can't get behind. He's just behind too much. Guys are going to sit. I would totally sit as a hitter on that fastball.
Well, Huascar Brazoban has started to loosen up in the bullpen for the Mets. Trey Turner, the batter. Senga ready in the pitch. Turner swings and pops it up foul. It's out of play.
So I heard you got slime today.
Went to the Slime Institute or something or other. Yep. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. You get to make your own. Well, you don't really make your own slime. But the girls have declared that I did make the best slime of the 3 of them. 0-2 quickly on Turner. And the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air to left, but it's not deep. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He'll make the catch. There's one away.
I mean, that begs the question for me, what is good slime and bad slime?
Well, I think they just talk about the consistency of it, like how stretchy it is, how sticky it is, or how non-sticky it is. Does it peel apart and stick to your hands? Does it not? Does it?
Wow, that's quite the checkoff list.
There's the colors.
Way to go, man.
There's the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
hey, you're good at something as dad, man. You're a slime dad.
Here is Kyle Schwarber, and he takes a swing at a forkball and comes up empty. 0-1 the count. Schwarber today is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. The ground out produced the Phillies' first run of the night, and it drove home his 110th run of the year, 4 ahead of Cal Raleigh. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, he's just bagging his fastball here. 0-2. Senga ready, and the pitch. It's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Schwarber, 15 homers, 40 runs batted in, an OPS just over 1,000 since the All-Star break. But again, slowed down over the weekend. He's now 0 for his last 10, but with 5 walks in that time. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball, right side. Alonso's got it, feeds second. The throw there is in time, says C.B. Buckner. Boy, that's a close play at second base. Stott called out on the fielder's choice. And the Phillies will take a look and see whether or not they want to challenge it. They do not. And so Schwarber aboard, replacing Stott at first. Down to third goes Bader. I'll tell you, that was really close, wasn't it?
Very close. And Alonso at first base, he elects to really step over to the side and get in front of it rather than a backhand and throw. That was Bryson Stott makes every play close. I love that pressure.
Well, now Harper had a base hit his last time up. 2 outs, runners on the corners. 3-0 Phillies. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He goes to a slow sweeping curveball at 65 miles an hour. 0-1 the count. The pitch, and it's down low. Brazoban warmed and ready to go should the Mets called on him. I'm telling you, I think he was safe.
I think they got him.
Do you?
I do. I do.
0-1. The pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Now it's 0-2. Harper had a base hit his last time up, would later score a run. Phillies are up 3-0. Bader's at third, Schwarber's at first. Kodai Senga ready. He's set. He looks at third and his 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Finally threw another fastball and he blows it by him right down the middle. From 65 on the first pitch of the at-bat to 95 on the final one. No runs, a hit, 2 left by the Phillies, and we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0 Phils.
Life is under control. Errands, done. Groceries, got. It's a good time for a reward. You know the one. Your favorite tasty cake treat. Is it the delicious crimpet or the mouth-watering candy cake? No matter where you are, choose what feels right and enjoy. You've earned it, and you know you deserve it. Tasty cake, accept no substitutes.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
It's officially summertime, and nothing says summer like a ball game, the sizzle of the grill, and the official hot dog of the Phillies, Hatfield Franks. From the bank to your own backyard, Hatfield Pork is the MVP of game day. Don't strike out with anything less. Load up your plate, put pork on your fork, and bring home the taste of summer with Hatfield, the official pork provider of the Phillies. Visit simplyhatfield.com to find a retailer near you. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
At PGW, delivering clean, reliable natural gas to Philadelphia homes and businesses safely is our top priority. If you smell gas, call 215-235-1212. PGW, fueling the future.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Christopher Sanchez will get back to work here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It is the RAV fourth inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. First pitch to Juan Soto is down low for ball one. It'll be Soto, Marte, and Alonso here against Sanchez, who just threw his 40th pitch of the night. Kodai Senga just finished the fourth inning with 85 pitches thrown. Here's the 1-0. And that one is in there for a strike call. The Phillies, however, are 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And they've left 6 runners on base in 4 innings. And you hope they don't regret that later on. Sanchez with the 1-1 pitch. And that one is down low. Mets still can hit the home run. And they can score. And they can score quickly. 2 balls and a strike. And here's the pitch. Inside. 3-1.
Well, the offense, I don't think for the Mets really has been the issue. I mean, they're on base, they're getting on base a lot, they draw a lot of walks, they hit the lump, they do all those things you just said, but the pitching staff's been struggling so much, I think offensively you naturally start to try to do too much. Everybody tries to hit home runs.
The 3-1. Soto swings, grounds one to right side. That's a base hit, and it's the first hit of the night for New York.
Join us as we wrap up the regular season at CBP and celebrate the best fans in baseball on Fan Appreciation Day, taking place Sunday, September 28th at 3:05 p.m. when the Twins are in town. All fans will receive a 2026 schedule magnet presented by Prego. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Got to bring up Starling Marte, struck out looking his first time up. So man aboard for the Mets to start the inning. Turner stays in the hole at short. Double play depth. First pitch is inside for ball. 1-0 the count. Marte in the final year of his 4-year deal with the Mets. Sanchez ready, the pitch. Swinging a bouncer to third. Bohm takes a short hop. Feeds second for one on to first. And it's dug out by Harper for the double play. 5-4-3. The Phillies not the prettiest, but they do take it around the horn and get 2 on the play. Base is clear for Pete Alonso.
I'm gonna say it like this. Great play to great play to great play. You could say ugly play to ugly play to great. We're not going to say it that way. Boom, gets the short hop. Terrific feel for that. And then just, again, the turn, the pick. Well done.
Here's Alonso. And Sanchez deals. And the pitch is swung on, line to left. Left that one up. And that'll be a base hit. And stopping at first is Pete Alonso. And that'll bring up Mark Vientos. Great pickup by Bohm, not the best feed. Stott kind of stumbled as he took the low throw, then threw off balance. His throw was to the outfield side, but Harper pulls it in on a bounce. Bottom line. They get 2. 3-0 Phillies, 2 outs. The pitch. Vientos takes, that's down low. Vientos 10 for 28 over the 7-game hit streak he's got going on. And again, 5 of the 10 hits are homers. And he just got a spike caught with Sanchez, stopped his delivery, and that'll be a balk.
Don't see it often. Happens.
JT kind of walking out there. They just want to check, make sure he's all right, and that's all that it was. He just stumbled. His front foot just caught something on the delivery.
Just caught the, he caught the dirt, came down, and the cleat caught. It really isn't anything more than that, and it does periodically happen.
So a runner in scoring position for the Mets, Vientos. The 1-0 to him, and that gets into the dirt, bounces all the way to the screen, and so now Alonso takes third base. All right.
I got nothing on that.
2 balls, no strikes to Vientos. Sanchez with a pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. And that shows you what he thinks of his slider these days. He'll go to a 2-0 slider there on Mark Vientos. 2-1 now. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball at third. Bohm can't handle the hop on the backhand. It gets by him, goes down the line. 1 run will score, and Vientos will head to second. And that'll be a double. Bohm unable to knock it down. And an RBI for Vientos, and the Mets are on the board. It's 3-1.
Well, that run is just all over Christopher Sanchez. He has the balk, the unfortunate catch of the cleat. He's thinking about the cleat, throws a wild pitch. He literally, and that's the kind of guy he is, he'll literally pat his chest and say, man, that is all on me.
Would it hurt, though, to go out and just give him a minute?
Chat to him? No, it would not.
Whether it was JT or Caleb Cotham, either one. But he presses on here against Nimmo, and the pitch slung lined into right. That's a base hit. Around third, Vientos coming home. The throw by Kepler is cut off. It's a 1-run game. Well, we said it a few moments ago. They can score quickly. And they've got 4 hits in 5 batters here in the 4th. And it's 3-2. And here comes Caleb Cotham.
I gotta be honest with you, Scott. I'm not a big fan of the cutoff there by Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
You know, Kepler came in and makes a pretty strong throw. As the first baseman here, you can fake the runner out like you catch it and let that ball go. There's no harm there. JT's in position. I think there might have been a play.
Well, the entire infield joining the conversation on the mound as Nimmo picks up his 69th run batted in. Tyrone Taylor, who would love to make up for his decision in the first that cost the Mets a run. He, in our minds, sort of ill-advisedly dove for a ball that turned it into a triple, and it probably shouldn't have been. Taylor flied out to center his first time up. 3-2 ball game now. Mets didn't have a hit before this inning started. The pitch, and that's down low. And they had 2 outs and nobody on. Single, balk, wild pitch, double, single. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That one's down and in. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Taylor. Here's the pitch. And that missed outside, and it's 3-0. Jeff McNeil waits on deck. Sanchez ready, and his 3-0. That's in there for a strike call. Sanchez shakes once, and now has the one he wants. 3 balls and a strike. Taylor waits. Here's the pitch. And that one is over but low for ball 4. Now the tying run is in scoring position. This place has been a house of horrors for the Phillies. There's no doubt about it. 7 straight losses here going back to last season. 5-17 the record going back since the start of the 22 season. And Christopher Sanchez, of course, assuming the role as the number 1 starter for the Phillies. With Zach Wheeler now out for the season. And kind of a big moment for Sanchez here in a divisional game. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. And the pitch. Swung on, slapped the other way. Turner dives, can't get it. It's a base hit. And around third is Nimmo. He's coming home. The throw to third was not in time. And now McNeil takes second. And it's a 3-3 ball game as the Mets have erased the deficit in no time flat. Breaking ball. McNeil not trying to do too much, just served it out the other way. Turner diving for it and almost dove over it, past it, if you will.
And all of this happening after that balk, and it's hard to imagine that threw him off, but it almost looks like the rhythm is just a little disrupted.
Here's Torrens, and he swings and pops it up right field. Kepler coming in, he's under it. He makes the catch. That retires the side, but it's a brand new ball game now as we start over through 4 innings. Phillies 3 and the Mets 3.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love when I'm driving. I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey Phillies fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Phillies. Meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... The official ticket marketplace of... That ball was crushed. And, did you see that? Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Fightin' Phil's games or to any other live event in Philadelphia, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Phillies!
Your local Chevy dealers are making a big difference in the lives of youth baseball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. The Phillies salute Berkey Chevrolet of Plymouth meeting for their support of the White Marsh Girls Softball League.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP. Radio 94 WIP.
Well, your Citizen Stats leader, how about this? I'm going to go with the nicknames in the minor leagues. It caught me today. I thought it was kind of funny. Peyton Williams, Double-A with the Blue Jays. Favorite nickname, the Iowa Meat Truck, 6'5", 255. Phillies have one in Double-A. Andrew Baker, I think they call him the Bake Show. Citizen, the official bank of the Phillies.
Go to the fifth. Kodai Senga still on the mound. And it'll be JT Realmuto leading it off. Senga's first pitch on the way is up and in for ball one. Well, 2 outs, nobody on. Single by Alonso. Balk, wild pitch, double, single, walk, single. And it's a tie game, 3-3. Here's the 1-0. And it's down and away. And we had just mentioned at the start of that inning, I sure hope the Phillies don't come to regret their 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. I think maybe they regret that now. The 2-0 is fouled back into the screen. 2-0 fastball. He had a pitch to hit. JT 0 for 2 so far with a fly ball to center and a strikeout. Senga, the 2-1. And it's swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. Only the 8th time all season that Christopher Sanchez has allowed multiple runs in an inning.
How many?
8.
8.
That's out of 161 innings pitched. A 3-3 game in the 5th. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away again. They've got a lefty, Castillo, now up in the pen for the Mets. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Senga again. The pitch is up and in. Count full to JT, and Senga's payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up, right of the plate. Terrenz going over near the stands, and he's out of room. Terrenz, who did not catch until he had signed professionally. Just signed with the Yankees, and they said, your best way to the big leagues is be a catcher. He said, all right, I'm game. Let's do it.
Learn quickly. That's for sure.
Senga, the 3-2 again. And that's, it hit him. And either way, it was going to be ball 4, but instead it's hit batsman. And that is it for Kodai Senga. He got one batter to face and hit him. And so that's all. He goes 4 innings plus a batter, and he needs 92 pitches to do so. And Carlos Mendoza will go to his bullpen. We've got a pitching change timeout, our first of the night, brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. Phils and Mets tied at 3. We're back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
And nothing says summer like a ball game, the sizzle of the grill, and the official hot dog of the Phillies, Hatfield Franks. From the bank to your own backyard, Hatfield Pork is the MVP of game day. Don't strike out with anything less. Load up your plate, put pork on your fork, and bring home the taste of summer with Hatfield, the official pork provider of the Phillies. Visit simplyhatfield.com to find a retailer near you. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
Hey Philly, did you know natural gas is the most reliable and efficient way to heat our homes, cook our food, and dry our clothes affordably? And with PGW, the benefits of natural gas keep on coming. PGW has programs and offers that can make life easier no matter where in Philly you live. From spreading your bill evenly across the year to boosting your home's energy efficiency with rebates, and from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing appliances, PGW's got you covered. Check us out at pgworks.com.
Hey, all of you fighting Phils fans, it's me, your car. I'm like the best shortstop in Phil's history. Fast, reliable, and ready to go. But if you leave me unlocked, it's like throwing a wild pitch to thieves. Last year, more than 24,000 vehicles in Pennsylvania were stolen, which is a lot less than the year before. Let's keep it going in the right direction, especially here in Philly. Theft rates are down 35%. Help the police help you. Lock your car, help you. Lock your car, take your keys every time. Let's go Phils.
Jose Castillo is on in relief. Castillo, 29-year-old, who was just recalled as Castillo with the Diamondbacks earlier this season. We saw him. He had been out of the big leagues for a while and didn't have a good run with the Diamondbacks. 3-3 ballgame, runner on at first for the Phils. Alec Boehm is the batter, and the pitch is taken, and it's a called strike. Castillo, a lefty, but his numbers have been slightly better against righties. His numbers overall just don't look that appealing, but he does have the 0-1 broken bat roller towards second. Flip to short for one and on to first double play, and Alec Boehm grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. He has a .219 earned run average as a member of the Mets. Alec Boehm saying something to Paco Figueroa there, almost like he's complaining something about the backdrop, the hitter's backdrop. And he says something to Scott Berry as well. And now Scott Berry coming out, and he's calling on C.B. Buckner and Dan Iasonia.
All right, let me get the binoculars out. They're looking out in the batter's eye. I don't know. Oh, there's a beach ball out there, a clear beach ball. I don't know if that's in the hitter's eye or not.
Well, he was talking about, he was mimicking the delivery of Castillo, the release point of Castillo, and I think that's what he's referring to, is that perhaps that ball is in view of the
release point.
The release point from the left-hander. It's not a ball. It's a microphone.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of those big cup parabolic microphones.
And it's clear. It's like a clear shell.
C.B. Buckner is now jogging all the way out to center field to talk to Tyrone Taylor, who has nothing to do with any of it, of course. But
now, for those that are thinking, yeah, it's been there all game, it hasn't been an issue, because now you've got a lefty's release point. It has become an issue. It just so happens that Castillo, where he lets go of the ball, because as a hitter, you kind of look at the whole body, and then your eyes shift to where the release point is, and now you've got this big, bright object in the background.
Well, Taylor went all the way out there. I don't know why. It's definitely mounted up on the railings in there, and it's clearly in the hitter's backdrop. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is there another one on the other side?
Looks like it.
To the left of the apple, where the home run apple sits. And now CB Buckner coming over to talk to the crew chief, Dan Iasonia, who's way over on the third base line. This is.
I mean, can't the fan just like, oh, got it? Just there's a fan like right next to it.
It's mounted up on there.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of rigging, a couple of clamps and whatnot that are holding this parabolic microphone.
Well, that's a first.
Yeah.
I think it's great that they're going to try to take care of this, though. I mean, it's.
Are they going to let him have the at-bat over? Probably not.
Ooh, wow. That would be nice.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No.
Scott Berry is over talking now with Rob Thompson, the Phillies manager. I don't know. They just keep looking out there in center field as if, are they going to?
I would think they would wait. No, Alec, he hit the second pitch, so he had two pitches to look at. The first one, he probably didn't believe his eyes, and the second one clearly got to him.
Well, really glad it's not a medical emergency.
Yes, that's true.
Happening on the batter's eye. Is it stuck behind the Country Music Stars stage, or like what? Where is the person?
Like the car.
And let's see, Taylor and Nimmo now in left center. They're chatting it up. Alonso, Vientos, and McNeil chatting it up between first and second. The pitcher Castillo and the catcher Terens are talking things over. Juan Soto is over talking with the folks in the bullpen for the Mets. He's leaning on the right field wall.
There's, in the history of batter's eye, there has been some issues, and you probably know some of these. Down in the Marlins ballpark, they used to have that huge sculpture. There used to be a big one out there. Was a ton of controversy about that, but that was unmovable at the moment. Houston's Minute Maid Park used to have some issues. They had some sections of ivy that caused all kind of problems with colors and glare. I remember T-Mobile Park when they built, at the time it was Safeco Park back in the day, I think, or whatever it was, but we always had all kind of problems with the backdrop, with different things that they would try, different color schemes, and as hitters, we didn't like any of them.
Well, I know in the Citizens Bank Park, they were going to make some cutbacks on the, cutting back some of the foliage in the batter's eye there. And they actually put a bunch of white rock in behind the outfield wall at a lower level. And the Phillies had come out for one of those preseason exhibition contests. This had to be 2018 maybe. And the players took one look at that and they're like, no, that's not going to, we're going to have to.
That was an
mulch
exhibition game?
Yeah, it was where they were taking batting practice. Coming out of spring training, they had just gotten back to the ballpark, and they said, we're going to have to throw some mulch in there or something, darken it up, because the white rock was not going to happen.
It's interesting, and Greg Murphy, as we have time to chat, brought up a great point. So Christopher Sanchez from the left side has been pitching the whole game, and Mets haven't said anything, but again, it's a much different release point. I mean, it's a great point to bring up. Castillo drops down much lower. I can't believe that anybody would ever put in white rock. It reminds me of old Jack Russell Stadium with the seashells that were crushed seashells. What a terrible idea. White, bright, in the sun.
There is somebody there in all black there on the hitter's backdrop. He's, I think, clearly been told not to do anything. It looked like he had the body language of a guy who said, hey, I'll move it for you if you want me to. Maybe it's a union town and he's not allowed to touch it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure why he's not been allowed to deal with it. And meanwhile, I'm sure there's plenty of fans in the seats here that don't even fully know what's happening.
Right.
And now we get somebody in Met gear to come down. And I don't know, maybe our engineer Paul Schrager knows whether that's part of the just the generic sound, natural sound of the ballpark, or if that's somehow connected to TV or just TV nat sound effects. And they basically didn't take it out. They took one of the brackets off and dumped it down behind the wall. And I think now they're going to maybe cross over behind the Apple and do the same on the other side and drop that microphone down.
I mean, tell me this is not just like when my wife, we brought home furniture and she's like, no, move it over there. Move it to that side a little bit more. Move it. That's not going to work there.
I'm telling you, it's straight. No, you need to turn it just a little bit more.
That's in my sight lines of the TV. I need the plant moved.
Okay, I think everything has been adjusted to Brooks' liking. And
we do have a light right next to our TV, by the way, that's to be a glare. All right.
And so we're going to get back to play here. It's 3-3, top of the 5th inning. There's 2 outs. And Castillo to face Brandon Marsh after the double play ball by Bohm, and the first pitch is bounced to second. Would you know, that'll end the inning. Castillo gets 3 outs on 2 pitches. No runs, no hits, nobody left. On to the bottom of the 5th, it's 3-3.
So kids are done with school and it's summertime. And sometimes being in the car for long periods of time. One thing that could ruin that trip is it's hot. You turn on the air conditioning and nothing. No cold air, and even worse, only hot air. You should have headed to your locally owned and operated Meineke, where right now they are offering a free AC checkup. And if you have a problem, you can get up to $50 off any AC repair. And Meineke offers same-day service and fix it now and pay over time solutions. Meineke, doing car care right.
It's game time, and you're heading to Citizens Bank Park to catch your Fightin' Phils, but you want the great taste of a Campos cheesesteak. That's easy. Make sure you visit Campos on Ashburn Alley. Whether you want a traditional cheesesteak or kick it up a notch with their signature sandwich, the Heater, you can get the same award-winning steaks that you'll find at their 214 Market Street location in Old City. For the best cheesesteak in Philly, visit Campos in Ashburn Alley. Campos at 214 Market Street and CamposDeli.com. Philadelphia's cheesesteak since 1947. Philadelphia Insurance Companies hits it out of the park with their Runs for Charities program. Philadelphia Insurance has donated over $225,000 to charities through the campaign since 2019. Every time the Phillies score a run, Philadelphia Insurance Companies will donate $100 to local nonprofit organizations. You can step up to the plate and nominate your favorite nonprofit at phly.com/Phillies. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, the MVP of insurance for nonprofits and over 100 other specialized industries.
The Braves will head to the bank for a weekend full of baseball. Head to the bank for a weekend full of baseball, kicking off on Thursday, August 28th at 6:45, and wrapping up with Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday, August 31st at 7:10. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
Christopher Sanchez looking to get back on track after a rough 4th inning. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th, top of the order for the Mets. Francisco Lindor, and the pitch is a fastball that just misses outside for ball 1. Lindor came into the game a .360 average here in the month of August. 21 games. He's been hot. Here's the 1-0. And he takes. That's in for a strike. One ball, one strike. Sanchez with a pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field towards the line. is Kepler, and up against the side wall. He's got room. He makes the catch in fair territory. And Lindor retired for the first out. Kodai Senga, 4 innings plus a batter. Gives up 3 runs on 6 hits and 3 walks. Phillies definitely missed some opportunities against him. The pitch to Soto is in for a strike. No decision for Senga with the game tied here, 3-3. And the 0-1. And that one's inside. Fastball. And it's 1-1. Soto had a base hit in the 4th. Quickly erased on a double play ball. And seemed like no big deal at the time. 1-1. And things went sideways quickly.
Quickly. You know, the one thing about that mess with the whole sound, what do you call it, microphone thing, is it did give Christopher a little extra rest.
His 2-1 on the way, and that's in tight.
It's interesting, Scott, I'm looking at Christopher's usage right now, and I can't remember the last time I saw it look like this. The sinker is leading the charge at 47%. Which is a lot for him. Then it's slider, and the changeup is bringing up the rear. His last start,
really surprising.
Crazy. His last start against the Mariners, it was all changeup. Really changed.
Here's the 3-1, and a taken for a strike. Fastball in the inside corner. Well, the Mets are one of the better teams in baseball against off-speed pitches, but I don't know that it would be that drastic a change, or should be. The 3-2. And that one.
That's a strike.
Right on the outside corner at the knees. But Soto gets the call. And that'll be a walk to Juan Soto with 1 out. So here's Marte, who bounced into a double play his last time up. The pitch he takes, and that's up and away for ball 1. Not a big lead for Soto over there. He does have 21 steals this year, and he's taken off, and a snap throw over to first. They got him in a rundown. Harper chasing him towards first, and the tag, and Stott dropped it, and Soto is safe as Harper, I think, just flat out waited too long to throw the ball to Bryson Stott, and Soto takes second base on a botched pickoff by the Phillies.
Yeah, the botched relay is it, and Stott's going to be mad at himself. I get that, but remember, Harp here, once the runner gets past halfway, you have to give the ball up so that you run him back toward first in case there is a mistake. And again, they don't practice this at all. Harp's running right behind Soto instead of clearing. There's a lot of issues with the whole play, so just not good.
Now Marte, and a swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Always want to run the runner back toward the last base in a rundown. That's the idea.
1-1. That's a strike called. 1-2 the count. Go ahead, run out at second here in a 3-3 ball game. Sanchez delivers, and the pitch is down and away. Two and two. A look back at second at Soto. There's 1 out in the inning. Sanchez with a pitch, and it misses down and away. Change up. Well, one of the reasons why it's maybe taking a back seat is he doesn't have a great feel for it, or he feels like he doesn't. Counts full, 3-2. Bounce foul. Pulled it down the third base line. Marte leaves the bat back and forth. He's waiting on Sanchez. The 3-2 again. And it's taken for a ball down low, and it's ball 4. And there's back-to-back walks now. And that'll put 2 on for Pete Alonso, and Caleb Cotham is coming out to have a chat with Sanchez, and we'll pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Franzke with you from Citi Field in New York. Opener of a 3-game set. Phillies with a big 7-game lead in the division. 7 games head-to-head remaining with these two teams, and this one very much in the balance. 3-3. Phillies had a 3-0 lead headed to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the tide has certainly turned. Momentum working against the Phillies at the moment, Stock, I'd say.
I would
Has
agree.
that feeling?
Yes. So I'm a big believer in outs. A simple out can go a long way to break momentum.
Pete Alonso had a base hit, scored the first run of the game for the Mets in the 4th. Bats here with 2 on and 1 out. Stott shades up the middle. Harper's way off the line. Outfield shaded slightly to the opposite field as Sanchez ready. Checks second. The pitch. It's taken, and it's a strike called on the outside part of the plate. 5th All-Star berth this year for Pete Alonso. Oh and 1 the count. Sanchez kicks the pitch, and that's down and in. 1-1 the count. Home 12 feet off the line at third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, 96. A little bit up and in. Climb the ladder more.
I think you can, but if you're going to do that, you got to get it up out of the zone.
1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Painted inside corner at the knees with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and Alonso barking about it with Scott Berry.
What a pitch. They're both wrong. Down and in with a fastball. Froze him.
And not out of the woods yet, of course. Mark Vientos, who had a double down the third base line his last time up. First pitch to him. He takes, and it's down low, ball 1. The ball was hit to the right of Bohm, who went diving for it. Kind of took a hard hop off the dirt and went over the glove of Bohm as he was laid out for it. The 1-0. And that's down in the dirt. 2-0. Two walks in the inning and 2 runners aboard. There's no activity in the Phillies bullpen as they're riding with Sanchez here in this 5th inning. 2-0 count. The pitch to Vientos. Swing and a bouncer, foul, third base side. Vientos had his huge coming out party in the postseason last year. After a solid regular season, he calls timeout, steps out of the box. He drove in 14 runs, had 5 homers in 13 postseason games. Back in the box now, the right-handed hitter stands straight up and tall. The 2-1. Swung on line down the right field line. That's a base hit, and Mets will have the lead as it goes towards the right field corner. 1 run will score. They'll hold Marte at third. In at second with a go-ahead RBI double is Mark Vientos as it's 4-3 New York. And the botched rundown looms large.
Wow, JT wants it in. That ball was right down the middle. That's it, man. It just doesn't matter when these two teams play. Mets not playing well, but man, when they get together with the Phillies, it's on. Just can't give them extra chances. Just can't.
Well, we've seen this script a few times, and Phillies find themselves trailing now. Vientos with a double to left. He's got a double to right. And a little visit to the mound as the Phillies get action going in the bullpen. Sanchez, who cruised through the first 3 innings, and it's been a way different story here in the 4th and 5th. All of the Mets' runs coming across with 2 outs. 3 in the 4th, 1 more here in the 5th. Brandon Nimmo, a chance to do even more damage. He had a single to right his last time up. Sanchez ready, and the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to first. Harper gloves it, runs to the bag, and he'll be there in time to record the final out. But 1 run in the inning on 1 hit, and 2 left, and we'll go to the 6th. It's 4-3.
Is here to make sure your commercial roof stays in the game. From inspections to repairs and full replacements, their team brings the hustle, skill, and care that's made them a trusted name in roofing. Whether you're dealing with wear and tear or sudden damage, CPR will breathe new life into your roof fast. Don't wait till the bottom of the 9th. Call CP Rankin today at 866-ROOF-322 or visit cprankin.com.
At Citizens Bank Park, we don't carry the title of fan lightly.
We're made for counting down the minutes to the first pitch, and for losing our voice before the 7th inning stretch. We're made for leading rallies, and for following box scores. We're made for celebrating big moments, and we're made ready with Citizens. Citizens, fellow fans, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Phillies.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Sometimes we triumph. Sometimes we trust.
You're out! Oh!
What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Fellow fans on SEPTA. Riding to and from the game is a breeze, and paying your fare has never been easier now that SEPTA accepts contactless payment. And don't forget, fans under 12 ride free with an adult. Plan your trip to the game at SEPTA.org.
Doors are closing.
Golden Nugget Jewelers is a proud partner of the Phillies. Open 7 days a week, offering the largest selection of GIA-certified diamonds and diamond mounting. Choose from leading designers such as Tacori, Verragio, Simon G, and more. Come see why Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. 94 WIP.
Your Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlights on Ranger Suarez, National League Player of the Week. First time in his career, 2-0, 2 earned runs, 21 strikeouts, and 0 walks in 13 2/3 innings pitched. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Max Kepler will lead off against the new pitcher for the Mets. It's sidewinding right-hander Tyler Rogers, one of their trade deadline acquisitions. As the Mets now with the lead here in the 6th inning. It's 4-3 New York. And the pitch Kepler takes. That's a called strike. Sinker baller delivers at the knees. 1-1 the count. Kepler, Bader, and Stott due up here against Rogers. And the pitch swung on, line to left. Coming on Nimmo. He's right there to make the catch. That was a bullet. But it's out number 1. 34 years of age. The pitch swung on, fouled away. 2.19 ERA in his 12 appearances with the Mets. Definitely pitches to contact. He's given up 17 hits in 12 1/3, but none of them are homers. They're getting the lefty Brooks Raley loose as well. The pitch, swing and a bouncer towards first. It's a foul ball.
2-pitch guy, sinker slider, relies on a ton of soft contact, doesn't walk anybody. One of the best in, as far as exit velocity, the lack of exit velocity. I mean, he just keeps the ball off the barrel typically.
The pitch. Bader fouls it off again. They've put an error on Bryson Stott for the play at second base on Soto. They're calling it a pickoff caught stealing, assist for Harper, and an error for Stott, which makes the run unearned. 0-2 pitch, and that one misses up and away. And while I agree there was an error, I feel it's one of those team errors, if you will. I mean, I get the error, but the pitch is fouled back. The error is more on Bryce Harper for not throwing it when he should have thrown it.
Yeah,
it puts Stott in a bad place.
Sure. There's so many little things about the whole play that went sideways.
The pitch. Bader swings, grounds it towards the middle to his right. McNeil's got it, throws to first. They're 2 down.
I like what you said, though, about a team error. Like, that's a play between the 3-4 people in the infield that have to get an out.
Right.
It has to be an out between. It's not just one guy. Not in that case.
Here's Bryson Stott. So Soto will get charged with a caught stealing. The pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. And again, the big part of it from Christopher's standpoint is it makes one of the runs unearned. 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. And it's quickly 0-2 on Rogers. Four 4-3, Mets lead it. Top of the 6th. The pitch. That's slapped foul down the left field line. Phillies' last hit was Harrison Bader leading off the 4th inning with a single. Stott walked, but nothing since then, except a brief man on because of a hit batsman. The 0-2. Had a swing and a fly ball right field. Soto coming in. He's going to get there and make the catch. There's out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Rogers. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Mets.
Swing for the fences with the Fence Authority. Vive is for almost 3 decades with 4 stores throughout the region and one of the largest inventories of wood, vinyl, and aluminum fencing. The Fence Authority makes your next fence as easy as 1, 2, 3. Do it yourself or get it installed with the best workmanship warranties in the country. So swing for the fences at the Fence Authority. Your new fence is waiting at fenceauthority.com.
Just like a strong bullpen closes out the game and keeps the win secure, Plumbers protect the health of the nation. And here in Philadelphia, Plumbers Union Local 690 is always ready to deliver in the clutch. Whether it's hospitals, commercial, industrial, or residential projects, with the best trained plumbers in the world, you can trust your job will be done on time, on budget, and built to last. When your business needs to build new or expand, step up to the plate with Plumbers Union Local 690. Visit plumber690.org.
John Crook here. I'm proud to partner with my friends at Thompson Toyota, BMW, and Lexus. They're not just about selling cars, they're about building relationships for the long term. Need an SUV, a luxury sedan, or a reliable used car? They'll go above and beyond to get you what you want. And for service, you've got to experience the Thompson difference. One visit and you'll see what sets them apart. Thompson Toyota, BMW, and Lexus in Doylestown and Willow Grove, or at 1-800-THOMPSON.com.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Lissio's Bakery. Available at your favorite deli, sandwich shop. Available at your favorite deli, sandwich shop, supermarket, and exclusively in Citizens Bank Park. Lissio's Bakery. It all starts with the bread, and proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go Phils.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, August 25th, 1955. Between games of a doubleheader with St. Louis, the Phillies honored Del Ennis for driving in more runs than any player in team history. Ennis is presented with gifts, including a Cadillac, a TV, an air conditioner, a freezer, a diamond ring, and a fishing outfit. The Phils win both games, with Ennis adding 4 RBI to his then record. Got himself a freezer. That's a lot.
He could have gotten a new belt. Here's a swing and a miss. Taylor.
We got to say something
here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a full moon out.
Oh my gosh!
City Field. 0-1 the count.
New pants.
Here's a swing and a line drive down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit for Taylor. It'll go to the corner, and Christopher Sanchez having trouble tonight for sure over these last few innings. David Robertson is getting loose. The Phillies electing to stay with Sanchez here to start the 6th inning. The first 10 batters of the ball game, only one reached. It was because of an error. Been a very different story since then. Here's Jeff McNeil with nobody out. McNeil trying to move that runner along, and he'll square to bunt. Takes the pitch outside. Looks like David Robertson loosening up. Here's the pitch. McNeil squares, takes a little bit low.
It's twice now that he's squared. Maybe Bryce thinks or feels like he's taking all the way. They have him pretty deep. McNeil's not afraid to pull a ball with him.
2-0. And he does bunt it up the first base line, and it'll go foul.
No, he was trying. He was trying to pull that bunt past Christopher down that line and just didn't get it. Unfortunately, it went foul.
Two balls and a strike. McNeil stands in. And the pitch. He bunts again, slaps it up the first base line. It's foul.
I don't understand why they're not moving anybody in from that side. Now with 2 strikes, they won't move Harp in or Stott in. But 2 pitches in a row, he squared, took, then he tried to bunt. Nobody moved in. No one adjusted from the right side of the infield. I'm not sure what that's all about. Fortunately, Neal's got himself in a 2-strike count. I can't imagine he'll bunt here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez ready. And the pitch. Not bunting. He bounces it towards first. It's foul. Phillies just not buying it. They just know the minute you pull in on him, he's going to slap it by you, right, I guess?
Well, that's fine, but I mean, come in late then.
Okay.
I just think it's risky. And now it doesn't matter, obviously, with 2 strikes.
2-2. And it's swung on, looped into shallow right. Stott going out. He's there. He makes the over-the-shoulder catch. And there's one away. 1 down. Terens the batter. Terens, right-handed batter. You got the switch hitter Lindor. You definitely want to try to keep him from the right side if possible. I mean, I don't see them going to Robertson necessarily until Marte, unless just goes off the rails. The pitch. And that is up and in. Sanchez right there with his 93rd pitch. Missed up and in. It's 4-3 Mets. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a hit in the air, right center field. Long run, Kepler and Bader. Nobody's going to get it. It's down for a hit. Goes to the wall. In to score is Taylor. In at second with a double is Terens. And it's 5-3 New York. That's it for Christopher Sanchez. And Christopher, who's been so good all season, was good for the first 3 innings tonight, and he just didn't miss any bats after that. They were all over him. Pitching change, timeout, 5-3 New York. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hurt in an accident?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt at work?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt on the road?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi. I'm Bob Mongaluzzi.
They hurt you, and it's time to fight back. Get justice with Salt's Mongaluzzi Vendesky.
Call our team at 267-662-1200
for a free consultation. That's 267-662-1200 or visit smbb.com.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Right-hander David Robertson trying to stem the tide here. The Phillies down 5-3. Christopher Sanchez, the first 10 hitters he faced, one of them reached. It was on a ground ball to short. A throwing error by Turner allowed that base runner to get aboard. The next 17 batters, 11 of them reached safely on 3 walks and 8 hits. And I don't know what changed for Christopher Sanchez, but it changed in a big way.
Yeah. I don't know. He was pitching different. I know that what you said earlier about they hit soft really well. The Mets hit soft really well, but how you go away from the changeup.
Here's Lindor, and he swings and hooks one down the right field line, foul. Well, whatever it was, I mean, again, it's one small moment in time in a long baseball game, but when he clipped his cleat on that delivery, creating a balk, he wasn't the same pitcher after that moment. Not even close. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Robertson, third tour of duty with the Phils, of course, was with the Mets. Time a couple of years ago, 0-2 the count, and a pitch. And that's a called third strike. And a little veteran slide step there, kind of firing out at Lindor, and he's down looking.
I'll be honest with you, what I've been impressed most with David Robertson is the energy that he's bringing from the bullpen. Super loose before the game. I mean, like having fun, loving it. But then out of that bullpen, when the door's open, he is all business.
Juan Soto, the batter. And the pitch. It's outside. He's got a hit and a walk today. Big play in the 5th inning. Soto had him in a rundown. He was picked off, but the Phillies botched the rundown play. An error by Bryson Stott on the end of the play allowed him to reach second base, and he would score the go-ahead run. The pitch. Breaking ball down and in. 2-0 count. You got Marte waiting on deck. There are some left-handed options on the bench for the Mets if they wanted to go that way. Robertson ready. And a 2-0. And that one's in there for a strike. David Robertson already his 7th appearance with the club. 1-0 record, a 1.59 ERA. An opponent's hitting 190 off it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Check of second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. And that just missed down and away. Three and 1. Torrens out at second base. 5-3 Mets. Robertson kicks the pitch. Breaking ball. And that's outside. Ball 4. Not even really close. This is Soto walks for the second time tonight. And it will be Starling Marte against Robertson here with 2 runners on. Robertson's pitch, and that one is called strike. Marte's numbers against righties actually better this year than they are against lefties. Always a guy who's been able to shoot the ball the other way. Right-handers come in, he fights it off, strong hitter, the pitch, and that's inside. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. Around third, Torrens. He'll come home and score. Marte tacks on another run, another 2-out RBI. This time for Starling Marte, and it's 6-3 Mets.
Now Marte, just a Philly killer. We talked about it earlier in the game, and for some reason he's able to really relax. Such a strong top hand hitter. That's why he gets a lot of balls up the middle the other way. Oh.
Here's Pete Alonso. And the pitch is up and in to Alonso. Ball 1. The Phillies, we mentioned it a few times tonight. They've lost 7 in a row here, including the postseason. Dating back to early last season. The pitch is grounded to third. Bohm backing up. He's got it. Plenty of time to throw it across. And Alonso is retired. 2 more for the Mets as they start to pull away. We head to the late innings. After 6, Mets lead it 6-3.
Hi, this is JT from Style and Affordability. Right off the bat, check out Chevy Trax. With 5 trims starting under $26,000, it's the small SUV that's big on value. Enjoy every adventure on the road ahead with its comfortable interior and ingenious tech. And whether you pick the muscular, active, or ultra sporty RS, you can be sure you're getting a vehicle designed to match your style. For great offers and to find your closest dealer, visit Chevrolet.com today.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years. And that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
It's simple. When we breathe better, life is better. Which is why at the Temple Lung Center, we're developing tomorrow's treatments today When our renowned physicians develop new lung therapies, you can create new memories. And when we bring breakthrough research to the clinical space, you can make more moments that matter. Temple Lung Center. Breathe better. Live better. To schedule an appointment at the Temple Lung Center, call 800-TEMPLE-MED.
Kids 14 and under will put the fun in Funko. 14 and under will put the fun in Funko on Saturday, August 30th at 6:05 when the Phils host the Braves. And they take home a Chick-fil-A Bryce Harper Funko Pop collectible. Grab tickets now at Phillies.com.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
At the top of the 7th inning, your PGW game summary. Well, it started off great for the Phils and hasn't gone great in the later innings. The score 6-3 Mets. Phils jumped up quick to a 3-0 lead, but then the Mets came back, scrambling back, had some big hits, but also some poor defense by the Phils. All of a sudden, they find themselves down 6-3. PGW fueling the future.
Trey Turner will lead off, new pitcher for the Mets. It's left-hander Brooks Raley, and his first pitch is in there for a called strike. Before the break, we were mentioning the Phillies have lost 7 in a row here. If they lose tonight, pitch is inside all the way to the backstop. It would tie the second longest losing streak on the road to the Mets franchise history. 8 in a row. The record is 10 in a row. 1-1. And that's down and in. That was at Shea back in the mid-'80s. But the Phillies have lost closing in on 8 in a row, which last happened 2014-2015. Here's a swing and a high fly ball. Right field line going back and towards the corner. Soto, he'll get there and he makes the catch. And Turner is out number 1. The Phillies are getting Jordan Romano up in the bullpen alongside Tanner Banks. Banks is only coming into this game if the Phillies make some noise. The Phillies will not, I don't believe, chase a win here. And down 3 runs late. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Raley kicks and deals, and the pitch is taken a little bit high. Raley, 4th pitcher of the night used by the Mets skipper. 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, center field, but playable. Taylor is waiting, hardly had to move. He'll make the catch. Schwarber's struggles continue.
Raley from the left side. He's got some skill. It's a sweeper, sinker, cutter, and changeup, and he's one of those relief guys that'll come in and throw all of the pitches and mix really well.
Here's Bryce Harper. And the pitch to Harper. It's up and in for ball 1. Harper had a base hit in the 3rd inning, but struck out against Kodai Senga with 2 on in the 4th. There's 1 for 3. Also, poorly executed rundown play that hurt. Next pitch, strike at the top of the zone. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Down and away. Harper, a rarity, took batting practice on the field, regular BP on the field today.
You know why, yeah?
I don't know why.
Well, it's been a while since Harp's hit a home run in this ballpark. Since 22, I think, 2022.
2-1. Fouled off.
And I actually think he went to Kevin Long and he said, hey, man, I got a hit on the field today. And, of course, Kevin Long being him, he said, yeah, you do. And he said, I just need to prove to myself that it actually does go out of the ballpark here. So he came out today and was working on hitting through the baseball. And let me tell you, he was hitting balls out like crazy.
2-2. And that one's a called 3rd strike. That's a terrible call by Scott Berry.
Come on. That's not even close.
1, 2, 3 go. The Phillies will go to the bottom of the 7th at 6-3 New York.
Yingling True Legends stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. So swing down to Maggio's of Southampton and join us during all Phillies games for $3 Yingling Lager drafts and $3.25 Yingling Lager, Light Lager, and Flight bottles. Yingling. Legends stand the test of time.
At Citizens Bank Park, we don't carry the title of fan lightly.
We're made for counting down the minutes to the first pitch. And for losing our voice before the 7th inning stretch. We're made for leading rallies. And for following box scores. We're made for celebrating big moments. And we're made ready with Citizens. Citizens, fellow fans, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Hey Philly fans, Ryan Howard here. When you're at Citizens Bank Park, make sure to stop at Colby's Southern Kiss Chicken near Section 120. Colby serves up the freshest ingredients and the best in Southern-style chicken sandwiches, including the Colby's Original, Nashville Hot, and my personal favorite, the Big Piece. And don't forget to save room for the incredible Peach Spoon Pie. You can also find a Colby's location in Mount Holly, New Jersey. See you at Colby's this summer.
Sustainability is stylish. See for yourself when all fans receive a sustainable Phillies cap presented by PGW on Sunday, August 31st at 7:10 when the Phils host the Braves. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, the rivalry heats up as we turn the lights up for another City Connect Friday when the Braves make their way to Citizens Bank Park to take on the Phils. Friday, August 29th at 6:45 p.m. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com.
Go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Phillies turn to Jordan Romano. Phillies down 6-3. Phillies had a 3-0 lead in this one, but let's turn it around in the middle innings. They score 6 unanswered. Mark Vientos, a big reason why. He leads off. He takes slider off the plate away, 1-0 the count. Vientos, Nimmo, and Taylor due up here for the Mets. Matto with a pitch, and that one is inside. Fastball, 2-0 count. Elsewhere tonight, the Nationals in town as well here in the Big Apple. They're taking on the Yankees, and they're down 10-0 in the 9th. Swing and a miss. Phillies and Nationals sharing the same hotel this week in New York City. 2-1 pitch. Plunks it. Absolutely drilled him. And Vientos will be aboard to start the frame. Got him right below the armpit on the backside.
That hurts. It all hurts when you get hit. It just does.
Brett Beatty is coming out to run for Vientos. Brandon Nimmo will be the batter. Phillies and Nationals, of course, wrapped up a series on Sunday, and both teams had buses headed to New York right after the game. Like a little race.
I had visions of like a NOLA Jake Irving brawl at the buffet. Righty and lefty reaching for the eggs at the same time. Only one spoon.
I know you've been to the Palace, and I know you know there's no buffet there for you, right?
Well,
pitch up and away.
I also know those two guys are like,
or maybe you
the
don't,
nicest
but
guys.
I know you're a walk across to the Starbucks kind of guy.
I am that kind of guy. Yeah.
The 1-0 to Nimmo and a breaking ball. That's in for a strike.
Yeah, that was the first time I've seen there's like a bunch of buses lined up. You didn't want to get on the wrong one.
No, you didn't. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, strike called on the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Beatty with the lead at first, the pitch. And it nearly goes to the backstop. Great stop by JT, leaping up by that one. Fastball. Jordan Romano was just doesn't look like there's a real consistent delivery.
He's all over.
2-2. And that one's down and in.
He has, and I've noticed this before, and it's been progressively, I think, kind of getting a little bit out of his finish after he releases the ball is very erratic on where he lands, and he falls all over the place.
3-2 pitch. And that's a strike. That is a better strike, a way better strike than what was just called on Bryce Harper to end that inning. And just tap the helmet. Let's go.
Tap the helmet.
Let's go.
All right, I'm putting your vote in right now.
Enough.
Yes. You aren't the only one, for sure.
Just, again, some kind of consistency would be nice. That's the same spot, right? That pitch is lower than the one that Harper got. The batter is Taylor, and he squares to bunt, bunts it foul. 0-1 the count. The Mets have Ryan Helsley getting loose. The Phillies now get Joe Ross going. Mets with nobody out and 2 on, and the pitch. He pulls it past the drawn-in third baseman for a base hit. They're going to hold Beatty at third base. So this time they take the bunt off, and he pulls it past the drawn-in infielder. And Romano in a heap of trouble now. 3 batters into his outing. Bases loaded with nobody out. And McNeil, the batter, he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Ten hits now for the Mets. Infield is in for the Phillies. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. One and one. McNeil tonight, 1 for 3. The pitch. Breaking ball, down and in. Almost hit him in the foot. It's 2-1. Jordan Romano entered the game with a .756 earned run average. Taking the mound for the 49th time this season. The pitch. Down and in. Missed with another breaking ball. It's 3-1.
Turner's playing way up the middle, even though the infield's in, he's up the middle. So Romano, they're trying to throw him in. If he throws this ball outside corner down the middle, I don't think there's any question in my mind McNeil will just slap this ball the other way. That's kind of how he rolls.
3-1 the count, and the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, right field. It's not too deep. Under it is Kepler, but he's backing up as he makes the catch. Runner tags, he'll score easily. And it's a sac fly for McNeil, and it's now a 7-3 lead for the Mets. McNeil picks up his second RBI of the night, 46th of the season. Kepler did not play that, I think just the read off the bat. He came in a little too far and then was backpedaling as he caught it. Still going to be questionable whether he had any shot at Beatty at all.
Yeah.
Here's Torrens, who doubled home a run in the 6th inning, ending the night for Sanchez. The pitch. It's a breaking ball, misses inside. 1-0 the count. Mets have now scored in 4 straight innings. The pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Back to the backstop, 1-1 the count. Tomorrow night, the Phillies will have Jesus Luzardo going to the mound against Sean Manaea. Phillies have yet to see Manaea this season. Manaea, who was a real problem for the Phils last year, was a swing and a foul out of play right side. Problem for everybody in the second half last year. One ball, 2 strikes. With 1 out, Phillies at double play depth. Runners at first and second. To the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field and deep. Bader's back to the track, at the wall. It's gone. Another 3-run home run allowed by Jordan Romano. It's a 4 spot, and it's a rout tonight in New York as the Mets have a 10-3 lead over the Phillies.
Well, the only player in this Mets lineup without a hit tonight is Lindor.
Pitch. Lindor takes a strike. The pitch. Fouled back. Tenth homer allowed this year for Jordan Romano. Pitch is up high. One and two. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's given up, of those 10 homers, 1 stock has been a solo shot. 2 have been 2-run homers. 5 have been 3-run shots. And 2 have been grand slams. The pitch. That's down and in. A reliever who's given up 10 homers, only 1 of them has been a solo home run. And 7 of them have been 3 runs or more. Next pitch is in there for a called strike.
That's not good.
It is not.
And I wonder out of how many of those he's putting those runners on. For example, in tonight's game.
1-1, swing and a miss. Well, the ERA of 8.29 would suggest quite a few.
Yeah. He just doesn't have an answer. They've tried all kinds of different things. Once he gets a runner on base, it becomes even a bigger problem because he's been trying to be quicker to the plate so he doesn't give up stolen bases. Then balls are staying up in the zone, and guys are just teeing off on him.
The pitch, and that's a called third strike, and that'll do it for the Mets. 4 runs in the inning on 2 hits. Nobody left. We'll go to the 8th. It's 10-3 New York.
A flexible and efficient way to heat our homes, cook our food, and dry our clothes affordably. And with PGW, the benefits of natural gas keep on coming. PGW has programs and offers that can make life easier no matter where in Philly you live. From spreading your bill evenly across the year to boosting your home's energy efficiency with rebates, and from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing appliances, PGW's got you covered. Check us out at pgworks.com.
3 years ago, Manco & Manco made history by opening its first location off the Jersey Shore since its founding in 1956. Following its successful debut, Phillies fans now have even more ways to enjoy the official pizza of the Philadelphia Phillies. Manco & Manco, the first and last name in pizza, can be found at Ashburn Alley, Pass and Stowe, Liberty Landing, behind Section 321, and near the left field foul pole. New season, same legendary pizza. Visit mancospizza.com.
Hurt in an accident?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt at work?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt on the road?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi. I'm Bob Mongaluzzi.
They hurt you, and it's time to fight back. Get justice with Salt's Mongaluzzi Vendesky.
Call our team at 267-662-1200
for a free consultation. That's 267-662-1200 or visit smbb.com.
Golden Nugget Jewelers is a proud partner of the Phillies. Open 7 days a week, offering the largest selection of GIA-certified diamonds and diamond mounting. Choose from leading designers such as Tacori, Verragio, Simon G, and more. Come see why Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Well, I'm not sure you'd want to, but at 10-3, Mets leading. Ryan Helsley takes over. JT Realmuto leading it off, and the pitch is upstairs for ball one. Helsley, the pickup from the Cardinals to be the setup man. He was warmed up, ready to go. He's obviously struggled. He's given up 8 runs in 7 1/3 with the Mets. And the pitch. JT takes. That's a strike off the plate away. And Scott Berry, again, selling the ABS pretty well, I think, tonight. Brett Beatty takes over at third base for the Mets after pinch running for Vientos, the pitch. And that's down low. 2 balls and a strike. So even though it's a blowout now, the Mets go ahead and use their setup man tonight, trying to get him back on track a little bit. 2-1 the count. And Helsley's pitch. JT swings, hits one high in the air, deep left center field. Taylor going over, nearing the track. He'll make the catch. And Stock, I'm not so sure the ball does leave Citi Field when the Phillies are hitting.
No, I don't know that it does either.
What you were saying before about the Phillies wanting some kind of proof?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't leave it between certain times.
Yeah.
Tonight it
started
at 7.
It doesn't count before 7:10. It doesn't count.
Okay. I knew a lot of good people that were good players before game time.
Here is Alec Bohm. Helsley's pitch to Bohm, and that is a strike call. And that's not a strike. That's off the plate. Oh, 0-1, the pitch. That's high. Helsley and Bohm met up in a big moment back in 22. Helsley hit Alec Bohm as part of the Phillies rally in St. Louis. Game 1 of the wild card series. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up, foul. And it's out of play. It'll be Joe Ross for the Phillies. Bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies had a 3-0 lead after 3 innings. They also went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position over the first 4 innings. And since that time, the Mets have scored 3, 1, 2, and 4 in their subsequent 4 innings. The pitch. Swung on, looped into right, down the line. That is falling. It is a foul ball by about a foot. And easy when you're the team up in the division by 7 games to say, well, all right, so that lead is going to be 6. We get them tomorrow, it's back to 7, right? Easy to feel that way. when you have the big lead.
Well,
but that could be a dangerous line of thinking.
Yeah, I don't think they feel that way.
Yeah.
I really don't think that they're, what's the right word, like settling, on that at all. I think these guys are certainly frustrated with how they play here, but I don't think that's.
1-2. Swung on, line to left, coming on Nimmo. He is going to get there. He makes the catch. Pretty well hit again, but that's out number 2.
I certainly see what you're saying, like some teams, but I don't think these guys are like, if anything, I could see them being a little embarrassed, especially how this game rolled out after the 4th inning and the way that they played. And they honestly should be with some of the play.
Here's Brandon Marsh, who's coming up here. The Phillies' last hit was Harrison Bader in the 4th inning. And the pitch is down low for a ball. One and 0 the count. The pitch fouled off. Phillies' last base runner was Kodai Senga. This Mets bullpen has been torched by pretty well everyone for the better part of a month, and the Phillies don't have a base runner against their bullpen tonight. That foul tip getting Torrens. He's all right. Not a base runner.
None.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Marsh, a double and a walk. And a ground out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it bounces in, bounces away. 2-2.
Big thing for me with this game tonight, there's a couple of things, right? But the big one is you don't want to let the Mets play themselves into confidence, right? You just don't.
Oh, you've done that. That's happened already. Trust me, that's.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they do it 2 games.
2-2 is down low. No, they've done it 8 straight here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Happened.
In the history.
Yeah, it's happened. That tonight was what they needed to feel better again.
Yeah, but
I firmly believe that.
Even through just 7 innings is enough.
It's 10-3.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know that the game. I know that this game is probably over.
3-2 pitch, and that's a called third strike. 102 down the middle.
Jeez.
Marsh takes it for strike 3, and the Phillies still don't have a base runner against the Mets bullpen. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 10-3 New York.
Hey, Fightin' Phils fans, in a home game, you score with BetMGM. That's right, you'll get a $5 casino bonus every week to play Philadelphia Phillies Slingo, exclusively on BetMGM, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, and an official gaming partner of Major League Baseball. BetMGM.com for T's and C's, 21 plus to wager, PA only, all promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit bonus bets unless otherwise provided in applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help's available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As a proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, King Swings has created the first ever Phillies branded swing sets and playhouses for fans at home. Hi, this is Tom McCarthy. When I'm not calling the play-by-play for the Phils, you'll find me at home enjoying quality time with my family. Meg and I are always looking to promote outdoor play. And what better way to do that than with a Phillies branded play set? I know King Swings will be a beloved part of our family memories for years to come. Visit KingSwingsSets.com to bring the ballpark home. King Swings, get out and play.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, Phillies fans. Warm up for the game with expert analysis and unfiltered opinion on Phillies Pregame Live.
It is gone!
Then, after the final out, hear from players fresh off the field with Phillies Post-Game Live, only on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Your exclusive home. Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. 94 WIP.
It'll be an NLE showdown at Citizens Bank Park when these Mets, come to town for a 4-game set. Monday, September 8th through Wednesday, September 10th, all at 6:45 p.m. And then Thursday, September 11th, that one's at 7:15 p.m. Purchase tickets today, Phillies.com.
Joe Ross will take over on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 10-3 New York. And it'll be Marte Alonso and Brett Beatty due up here for New York. Ross, the fourth pitcher used tonight for the Phils. And the pitch. Plunks it. Absolutely smoked him on the wrist, I think, or forearm. And Marte is aboard. And Carlos Mendoza going out to have a look. It was Vientos hit by the first pitch from Jordan Romano. Marte seems to indicate he's fine. Phillies not bothering to hold him in a 10-3 ball game. And Ross steals, and the pitch to Alonso is up high for ball one. So back to what you were saying. I think tonight marks a big confidence boost for the Mets. I think it potentially has put them back in that feeling. Here's a swing and a high fly ball, deep right field. Kepler's back, and he'll make the catch at the wall. And back to first goes Marte. This is a team that struggled for the better part of a month. And, even their last road trip, 3-3, but against teams like the Braves and the Nats, I think tonight's a big step to having that feeling, that good feeling that they had last year.
Good feeling of love, and that my point, and I see what you're saying. I think it goes a long way. But if they come out tomorrow and then the Phillies win,
sure,
it bumps them right back down. I get it. That's why I was trying to get to 2 games, 3 games, something like that.
Brett Beatty, for the first time tonight, takes outside for a ball. And that's a fair point. That may be the case, but
Phillies have a chance to kind of shut that confidence down, but they haven't been able to do it for years.
Well, maybe we should take a look at it from the other angle. Ross with a 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Rob Thompson talked about it on the pregame show today. He sort of highlighted it as such that it's not the way the Phillies feel when they play here. It's the way the Mets feel when the Phillies play here. It's about the confidence that the Mets have in facing the Phillies, right? It's not that the Phillies feel beaten going into a game here against the Mets. Pitch is down and in. But you've lost 8 in a row here. And, I mean, most of this core has been here throughout this back to 22. They're going to go to 5-18 here.
Yeah.
2-1. And it's slapped foul out of play left side. So is it in their heads?
Phillies? In the Phillies' heads. I think it's in their heads. I think it's in their heads like this. They got up tonight 3-0. They're like, all right, they're feeling good. When they got down, it's here we go again. That's what happened. That's the talk. Where that doesn't happen against the Nationals, against the Dodgers.
Ross the 2-2, and that's up high. And again, a lot of this, you and I are up here talking. People are at home talking and theorizing and all that other stuff. Could be a completely different mindset for the 25 guys, 26, down there on the field or whatever. But you got to think it's in the back of their mind somehow, some way. 3-2, and that's a little bit high.
Well, and I'm actually speaking a little bit just from experience of how it was, for example, when we would play the Expos back in '93 when they got hot. It was like, oh boy, here we go again. Or that there was a little bit, I've experienced some of that with a couple of teams. So it was a little bit, but it was wasn't over the course of like a year. It was like that season they got us 3 games, and then we'd face them later, and then, you kick a ball.
This is more of a recurring thing. Right.
These guys know, so I think that's that here we go again type of scenario, and it does creep in there.
Here's Brandon Nimmo on the pitch. Is fouled away to the left side. And, the other part of that, we're talking about how the Phillies feel about it, how the Mets feel about it. It's largely the same roster for the Phils. It's very much a similar core for the Mets throughout this
That's true.
Last
Great
4
point.
years or whatever.
Great
so
point.
a lot of players feeling the same thing in these games. The 0-1. And Nimmo takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Ross with a 1-1. And Nimmo takes. That's down a little bit low. The guy with his pants falling down has finally left. Thankfully.
Did he leave his
We
pants?
don't have to stare at that on the
Oh, my
landing
gosh.
right in front of us.
They got lower every inning.
2-1. And here's a high towering fly ball to right straight away. And the catch is made by Kepler. Tagging at second, going to third is Marte. Stock, if you ever get caught between the moon and New York City.
Get a better belt.
All right, here's Tyrone Taylor. Apparently our colleagues a couple of doors down in the Mets booth, they were remarking on the same view that we had on the landing right in front of us here. Taylor the batter with 2 outs. And Ross with a pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Out of Town Scores is always brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Oh, and 1. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. 0-2 the count. Looks like Ryan Stanek ready to pitch the 9th for the Mets. Ross high set. And the 0-2. Missed outside.
The U.S. Open is going on right beyond the outfield wall here. Tennis. I didn't know that until last night when I got to the hotel late. Kids were dribbling a tennis ball around that was the size of a beach ball.
1-2. Breaking ball missed outside. Yeah, busy time of year here in Queens.
There's a lot of tennis play. I mean, think about that hotel. You have 2 baseball teams and some tennis players, some serious athletes, and I wonder, what are we doing in that hotel?
You mean you and I?
Yeah, and Murph.
2-2. Swung on, looped out to left, coming on Marsh, has to play it on a bounce. Taylor with a base hit. Marte will score. And that'll make it 11 runs tonight for the Mets. Well, we travel with the team, so that's the benefit we get, I guess. Off the end of the bat, but it's good for an RBI as Taylor is 21st of the year, and that goes down as his 3rd hit of the night. He's reached in 4 straight plate appearances. The pitch. Ground ball foul. The game began with Taylor making a ill-advised choice, diving for a ball that Trey Turner hit. Turned it into a triple. Phillies used that to score the first run of the game. Ross, the high set, 2 on, 2 out, the pitch. Breaking ball down low. The pitch. Fouled off. Well, and after so many well-pitched games on the homestand for the Phils, tonight, very different story. Ross is ready, and his 1-2 pitch again. Ground ball, right side. That's through for a base hit. Coming around third is Beatty. He's waved home. The throw is late. And it's an RBI base hit for Jeff McNeil to tack on a 12th run tonight for the Mets. Tanner stopping at second on the play. Here's Luis Torrens. He's had a big impact on this one. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. It was 4-3 Mets when Torrens doubled home a run in the 6th inning, chased Christopher Sanchez, made it 5-3. Then in the 7th inning, a 3-run home run off Jordan Romano. His 3rd home run of the year. The pitch is up and in. First homer since June the 29th for Torrens. 1-1 pitch and a swing and a foul back. Nationals will beat us back to the hotel, though. Even though they just put 5 on the board in the 9th, they lost 10-5. That game is final in the Bronx. Ross with a 1-2. Fouled away.
I don't ever remember being at a hotel with another team.
I think I've been there definitely once at this place in New York. I remember we shared it with Boston, but not
Same
for
hotel?
Same hotel, but not for the whole week. Like we overlapped.
Oh, I see.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball, fouled off. I think our series was going to start and theirs was wrapping up, and I don't know exactly the details, but I don't think we were there the whole time with them. And I think that's happened before. Maybe if we fly in with an off day to start and they're still wrapping up the series. 1-2 pitch. And this one is lined into right center field. That's going to be in for a hit. The 3rd hit of the day for Torrens. Another run is home. It's a 5 RBI game for the Mets catcher out of the number 9 spot. It's 13-3 New York. And Joe Ross not missing many bats right now either. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citi Field in New York. Mets blowing out the Phillies tonight in the opening game of this 3-game set.
I think I did my math right here. 7, 8, and 9 spot for the Mets. Am I seeing this? They have 8 hits. Taylor has 3.
Yeah.
McNeil a couple.
And Torrens has 3. And they've only driven in 9 runs.
Exactly.
The Mets are 11 for 18 tonight with runners in scoring position. The Phillies are still 1 for 9, which is where they were in the 4th inning.
Tough night.
The pitch to Lindor, who's got another chance to finally get his first hit. Takes outside, ball one. 1-0 the count. Runners on the corners, the pitch. And that one is up and in. 2-0. Joe Ross up to 30 pitches. Trying to find a way out. 2-0 pitch. Down and in.
Lindor, the only Mets hitter without a hit, is 0 for 5. He's trying to salvage his night just personally with a hit. Something.
The pitch. That's a called strike. Stock, if you go back to
the hotel, I don't want to go back yet.
If you go back to the from the fourth inning on, Phillies pitching has retired consecutive batters 2 times. 3-1 pitch. It's fouled out of play. The last out of the fourth and the first out of the fifth, that was the first instance. And the last 2 outs of the seventh, after the 3-run homer by Torrens made it 10-3. Three and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And through all of that tonight, Lindor goes 0 for 6.
Hey, with him.
We're going to the ninth. Mets lead it 13-3.
Every pro on the field and on the job. That's why Avalon Flooring's Pro Partner Program is designed for professionals who build, create, and renovate with excellence. With exclusive pricing, priority service, and a massive selection of top-quality flooring and setting materials, Avalon Flooring's Pro Partners get the competitive edge they need to keep projects moving. Don't just play the game, win it with Avalon Flooring's Pro Partner Program. Sign up today at avalonflooring.com/Grand Slam.
It's game time, and you're heading to Citizens Bank Park to catch your Fightin' Phils, but you want the great taste of a Campos cheesesteak. That's easy. Make sure you visit Campos on Ashburn Alley. Whether you want a traditional cheesesteak or kick it up a notch with their signature sandwich, The Heater, you can get the same award-winning steaks that you'll find at their 214 Market Street location in Old City. For the best cheesesteak in Philly, visit Campos in Ashburn Alley, Campos at 214 Market Street, and CamposDeli.com. Philadelphia's cheesesteak since 1947.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
While everyone's listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the operating engineers, 825 are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
We go to the ninth inning, and the Mets make a few changes as Beatty moves from third base to second base. Ronnie Mauricio takes over at third base. And Jeff McNeil has gone to right field, replacing Soto. And it looks like we've got Ryan Stanek on the mound. And I believe Torrens is still in the ball game at catcher. Kepler will lead off against Ryan Stanek. And the pitch is up high for ball one. So, again, I don't want to, I'm not trying to beat the dead horse because they are dead here. It's 13-3, but 36 batters for the Mets from the 4th inning through the 8th inning. They sent 36 batters to the plate. Only twice were 2 retired consecutively. And only once did it happen in the same inning as the pitch is fouled back by Kepler. Just not a good performance for the Phils on the mound tonight.
Well, not as good as what we have all seen. At the same time, the Mets swinging the bat, getting on base, taking advantage of mistakes. They're doing a lot of good things on their end, to be fair.
Stanek, the 2-1, and Kepler swings and pops it up left field. Coming in for it is Nimmo, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. Tomorrow night, 7:10, Jesus Luzardo, 12-6. 4.10 ERA, Sean Manaea, 1-2, 5:15. Pregame coverage for that begins at 6:35. There's Harrison Bader. And the pitch to Bader is up high. Got to just flush it, right? Stock. Pitch swung on, fouled back.
Yeah. The trick is to flush the last few years. And how do you do that? I would say flush it, but you also got to clean it up. I mean, let it go, yes, but clean up some defense. And
pitch swing and a miss.
I think what's weird, what's tough is how they play so differently at home and then on the road.
I think what's frustrating for when you've seen it, when you've seen the script, the 1-2 is fouled off. The first play of the game was an error by Trey Turner, and Trey's had an amazing year, and he's had a great defensive year. But it was the same mistake he used to make, right? It's on the side of the throw. And 1-2 pitch, and that breaking ball misses up and in. It's 1 for 9 early with runners in scoring position, like missed chances. I mean, that's something that's plagued them, in particular in these games against this team here in this ballpark. 2-2 pitch, and that's up high. Miscue in the field on the rundown. It's a big play.
Yeah.
It's a big play in this game. And 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back. I mean, the last 2 innings, obviously the Phillies kind of, as we mentioned at the time, they're not going to chase a win here down 3 runs.
Correct.
With 2 innings to go. That wasn't going to happen. And they didn't. And the Mets kind of blew it open against Romano and Ross. 3-2. And that's inside, ball 4. And that's the first batter to reach tonight against the Mets bullpen. A bullpen that took over with nobody out in the 5th inning. Castillo came on, got a double play ball on 1 pitch. Then we had that long delay for the microphone situation. And every other batter has been retired until now. Pitch to Stott is up and away for a ball. Harrison Bader on base for the 2nd time, and he's been getting on quite a bit more lately. Stott takes a strike.
So I guess so are you saying or suggesting, like when you say script, that's what happens when they play here against the Mets, or that's just this team? Like they are the team that plays like they did at home.
No, that's what they do here.
That's the script
here's
here.
Here's a swing and a line drive right field. McNeil coming over, makes the sliding catch. Stott hit that on the nose, but it's an out. And the Phillies have certainly had a few of those tonight.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that
I got you.
It looks familiar, which makes it more frustrating, I think, for fans.
Gotcha.
Because it looks so familiar.
Yep. Here we go.
2 down. Here's Turner. Phillies ready to forget about this one. as best they can, move on to tomorrow. The pitch by Stanek is a fastball. That's a strike called on the outside corner. Stanek has really struggled here of late. The pitch. And that's a breaking ball down and in. That's one thing the Mets have been able to get out of this tonight is a couple of struggling relievers in Helsley and Stanek. Some very low leverage, easy work here with big leads. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. One and two now. Stanek ready. He kicks the 1-2 pitch. Broken bat roller towards second. Beatty charges, gloves, throws. He got him. The ball game's over. Mets rout the Phillies in the opening game of this 3-game set as the Phillies with some familiar mistakes here tonight fall to the Mets 13-3 in Queens. They've lost 8 straight games in this building. And they'll have to turn it around and forget about it quickly with tomorrow's game 2. And Jesus Luzardo on the mound. 13-3 the final tonight.
Yeah, not pretty.